We're in the dark.
Hey, what's up, everyone? Welcome to the stream.
Good.
Yes,
Today we are back.
we're back. Live
Getting excited,
streaming.
yes, sir.
Yeah, we're gonna be playing. Or Mystery's gonna be playing Arcadegeddon. It's like it's free on PlayStation Premium right now. So you just started playing it. I think you really liked it, right? You started.
I enjoy the game. I think you guys, if you like roguelikes, you'll enjoy this game. It is kind of difficult, but there's like a nice leveling system, so it's kind of balanced.
Yeah. So
You guys
yeah,
will see.
yeah. So he's just gonna be playing it, grinding challenges, because we're working on the game movie, and he needs to unlock some of this stuff, and just want to hang out with chat, see what's going on. So you go, feel free to start.
All right, let's do it. All right, Arcadegeddon. So we are gonna do a bit of solo because these challenges right here, as you can see at the top right, you can see it says light them up. War, you got to kill 150 enemies with fire, electricity. So it'd be better if I just do that solo. But other missions, which is what you need to actually start the story, I'll have to do online because it'll be way too difficult trying to do them solo.
Hmm.
But the soundtrack, man, I love the soundtrack to this game. Even though I turned off all the copyright music, I still enjoy it.
Yeah, everything I've heard is good. I see, like, when I was putting in the tags to the video, it's like the first thing that pops up is like Arcadegeddon music. A lot of people like it.
Yeah, it's dope. Alright, so if you play the roguelike, you literally just kill stuff, but most of the time you're just trying to find chests so you can actually level up your skills. It's not like Risk of Rain where you kill a lot of stuff, get to the end, and you get the level up. You have to find the level up abilities. Like right here, here's a chest. Bam. So what we get, weapons. I'm not trying to change my weapons, but here's one. It's like assault rifle damage, which I don't need because I'm using a submachine gun, but I might switch over. And this music. And this is non-copyrighted music. So I can only imagine how good the copyrighted music is.
Man, indie games always have the best music. Always. The Dangerous Girl, you started watching our MKX content and I subscribed ever since. Awesome. Thank you.
X, baby, that was a long time ago.
Yeah, I was trying to think of what year that was. It's probably at least like 5 or 6 years ago.
Well, welcome to the stream. Hope you enjoy what you see.
In Australia, South Australia, you're at 10:31 a.m. Yeah, right here, I'm in Los Angeles, so it's 6 p.m. over here. And Mystery's in Thailand. So I believe it's 8 a.m.?
8 a.m.
Yeah, 8 a.m. over there.
Trying to find these chests. But right now, what I don't like about the game, never mind. I'll take back what I said. I did check before I said it. So the challenges are at the top right. I would like it better if it was always on the screen, so I don't have to check. But yeah, 27 out of 150 enemies, man. That's a grind.
Yeah.
Switch to the sniper rifle. I actually enjoy using the sniper rifles.
Hey Slevin, welcome to the stream. The legend asks, are there mini games in this game? Do you know?
Are there many game modes? There's only 2 game modes: the adventure mode, which you can play online, and then there's PvP. And the PvP is kind of like a Fall Guys. It's not strictly like TDM or anything like that. It's mostly like mini games, and they're pretty short. There's 8 mini games. I only did PvP once, and it's free for all. I haven't seen if there's an actual 2v2 or something like that.
So wait, you mean mini games like Mario Party mini games, like?
Kind of, sort of like that. Literally like that. Remember that one Mario Party game on the N64?
Yeah.
Where it was randomly the stage will fall down. That's actually one of them.
Yeah.
But you get this baseball bat to try and knock out the other person, like that. Boom. So it's kind of cool, kind of fun, very competitive, honestly.
Mpit asks, is this game for free? No, well, it's free. It's not free, but it's free right now in the sense of if you have PlayStation Plus, then it's free. I think up until August 2nd, like you can download it as part of PlayStation Plus.
Yes. So if you have PlayStation Plus, I definitely say download it. It's actually pretty fun. I was pretty skeptical of it, but literally after playing one game, I was like, okay, let's do this on stream.
Yeah.
Let's do the game movies. I enjoyed it.
And I believe it's like $30 normal price, but yeah, if you have PlayStation, we're actually gonna give away a PlayStation Plus later in the stream.
Yep, so you guys can earn a chance to win PlayStation Plus. You can get this game and next month's game for a couple days.
I don't know. How do you feel about the Switch and PlayStation Plus from PS Now to the way it is? Like with the
better.
It's better now.
It's way better. There's way more games compared to just PlayStation now. And since they said they were gonna switch out the games like mid-month if you have premium, so you get normally PlayStation Plus, you get 4 games, and that's only in the beginning of the month. But the new PlayStation Premium, supposedly, because I haven't seen it yet, in the middle of the month, they'll switch out 2 of the games, so you get 2 more games. So instead of just 4 games a month, you get the opportunity to download 6. Which I think is better. More surprise. But if you're late, you will end up missing out on 2 games. Ooh, I don't want to use my black hole. But alright, so here's a boss rush. Bosses are a good opportunity to actually grind for the objectives. Because they just spawn a crap ton of enemies. Let's see who we go against.
Slevin asks, is the game cross-platform?
It is cross-platform, I believe with PC, but I'm sure it's cross-platform with Xbox as well. You can see in the menu, it'll say cross-platform if you want to play with PC or not. Which I advise, because right now, honestly, there's not many people playing. Like whenever you try and queue up for a game, it takes up to a minute and 10 seconds normally. Sometimes I get lucky and I end up in a game within like 10 seconds, but I just go based off what the queue time says.
Yeah. I mean, that's what I think it's gonna help a lot that it's gonna be on PlayStation Plus Premium. Yeah, and cross-platform.
So right now, the bosses are gonna be super easy. Like right now, the Fury Demon is actually pretty frustrating boss, but the first boss is always the easiest because they only get 1 wave or like 1 round of health. But literally it turns into like Dark Souls later on. Like you'll finally beat down the boss, and then next thing you know, the music changes and you get another phase.
As soon as the music changes, you're like, ah.
And it's very gracious that the devs decided to give you ammo and health, and the ammo and health constantly respawns. But I mean, the bosses turn into a bullet sponge later on. Right now, he's kind of spongy because the weapon I'm using right now is level 6. So whenever you start the game, you're gonna get a little pistol, the baseball bat, and that's it. But whenever you pick up weapons, as you can see at the bottom right, my sniper says level 1. Whenever you level it up, you can actually keep it for next time you go into Arcadegeddon. This soundtrack. I'm not even a big dubstep guy, and I'm enjoying this.
Whoopee Cushion. Hey guys, I've been watching your gameplay movie vids for quite some time, and I really appreciate all the work you do. I've watched many hours. Well done. Another South Australian here. Oh wow, this is a good time for South Australia.
Much love.
Much love. Tanks Move says, "Hey GOP, love your content. Definitely checking. We'll be checking this out. Yeah, hopefully we'll have the game movie tomorrow. Well, I guess depending on where you're at in the world. Tomorrow for me.
We should have it done. As long as the challenges don't get any more crazy and tedious. Like killing 150 enemies while on fire is kind of much, but then there's one that I saw earlier where you have to kill a specific enemy, but the enemy only spawns at a specific boss.
Was that like a? Did you do that? The heart thing, the little heart.
Yeah.
It was like a.
Yeah.
An emote. Yeah.
Yeah. Yes, the bosses get really, really hard. Like, not hard as in like difficult. You literally shoot them and run away, but they'll spawn just so many enemies, and they have so much health. Yeah. So they do get more difficult as time goes on. But the enemies also, like, they do a lot of damage, but that might be because when you upgrade your character, as you can see at the bottom right, you see like a little heart symbol where it says R1. You can get different abilities, and you can get like mods on your character. So I have a mod that makes me do double damage, but I also take double damage.
I hate that. I always hate that. Like, man, too many choices.
So many, man. And they're actually pretty generous when it comes to cosmetics. Like, you're not gonna look like my character unless you spend money, which is what I just did. But the prices are pretty cheap. Like, you can get this whole outfit that I have for, I think it was, what, $9.99 that I think it was $9. So, for me, $9 is fine, but others, $9 is, like, much. So, but when it comes down to the free-to-play clothes and stuff like that, that's pretty generous, honestly. Like, one round I can get around, well, I'm pretty good at the game, so one round for me is like, honestly, like 100,000 tickets, and 100,000 tickets can get you multiple outfits.
I think it always just, like, if the game is good, then I never mind paying if I like the game, and as long as it's not overpriced, so.
Yeah, the prices are good, and they're pretty lenient. So now I'm in a predicament because I still have to do these challenges for the story. Kill enemies with fire or electricity. And I'm all out of fire ammo.
Okay. I don't know if you read these. Are the character classes? Ting says, are the character classes for this?
Not character classes, you just customize your character to how you want it.
Okay, like you were saying. You have your own character when you start the game. Ray says, hey, wow, so cool to see the faces behind the channel. I've recently started watching your gameplays. Awesome, man. Welcome. Appreciate it.
Much love. Let me do the emote. I'm about to die.
Oh, yeah.
Luckily, I threw down my health before I died. So I res myself. So I normally play, whenever I play a multiplayer game, I'm usually support. So I'm running a health and I'm running a CC. CC stands for crowd control. So whenever there's a lot of enemies, my black hole just like keeps all the enemies away from my team.
Really? I would never have taken you for a support player. Never. I used to back in the day just be like a rogue. So like big damage, big risk, big reward. But now it's like, might as well play CC because there's always gonna be that one person that wants to be the big damage dealer. Yeah.
The big crazy person that run in there. So I might as well be the one to heal him up so at least we still win. As long as I win, I don't even care anymore. So here's the hard part. I'm trying to see what weapons they got over here. But I'm constantly getting attacked. Ooh. That's some fire ammo.
David, please stop spamming. I'm not sure what you're typing. Random question. Hater says, Do you think Life is Strange game movie is almost as satisfying as playing it? Yes, I think that all those graphic adventure games like the Telltale games and Life is Strange, I mean those are pretty much movies. I still think it's better if you play it because you make the choices. But I know there's some people who don't even care about that. Like they're recently, for example, on the quarry has it so that the game plays itself. Like you can even just tell the game like I want each character to act this way, and then you just press play and it plays like a 6-hour movie for you, depending on like the choices you made before. Like, but a lot of people, because a lot of those games don't even have great gameplay anyway. When you actually do like the quick time events or like exploring, so I think the Life is Strange in particular probably has better gameplay than some of the others, but even then, I would say that it's almost as good.
I think it's very interesting that we're not biased to game movies, but we see the fact that game movies are enjoyable for other people and not necessarily just us. But I was watching a video where somebody was complaining about how Last of Us is super cinematic and it doesn't let you actually play the game. Like when, spoiler alert, in the beginning, did I say Life is Strange? I meant Last of Us.
Last of Us. You did say Last of Us. Yeah.
Oh, okay. If you don't know, in the beginning of Last of Us, Joel's daughter dies. So someone was complaining that you watch the soldier kill the daughter, you don't actually get to fight back and stuff like that. And it's like, yeah, I get what you're saying, but like, you know, it's kind of enjoyable just watching. For my opinion, it's enjoyable watching, but he's like, no, why am I not playing? Why do I not get the ability to do this or that?
Yeah, I think it just depends on how they implement them. Like before these graphic adventure games became really popular, like I actually thought I complained about like Metal Gear Solid 4. And like I don't know if you ever played it or replayed it, like especially when we did yeah, when we did it for the game movie, I legitimately it was like 5 hours of gameplay and like 7 hours of cutscenes. And there was like times where cutscenes were like 40, like no lie, like 40 minutes in a row of cutscenes. And like it actually got like, unless you're really into the story, it actually can get boring, you know. I just think they have to balance it. Like as long as like they give you a nice like 5 to 10 minute cutscene at most, and then you get, I don't know, like an hour of gameplay, then I think the balance is good. But that the example you just gave where it's like, oh, I didn't get to fight back, I mean, I don't think that makes any sense, because the story they wanted to tell was that she was gonna die and that's it. Like there's no reason to play that.
even so, you know, the whole even though you know you're gonna lose, still get the fight anyway. Like did you play Metal Gear Rising?
Yeah.
Oh, like in the beginning where you fight Jetstream Sam, even though you can't win, you can still fight him.
Yeah,
it makes it pretty redundant on several playthroughs, because you know you can't win the fight, so now you just sit there and wait for the enemy to attack you so you can continue with the game. So it's like a double-edged sword, in my opinion, for continued playthroughs.
Yeah. So if it's for just a one-time playthrough, then okay. I mean, even then, it depends on how they implement it. Like, yeah, there's certain times where it's like certain games where it's just too much, but it just depends. It's not like a one rule for everything.
So much of anything's bad for you.
Mpit asks, will this game ever have ranked? I don't know. I mean,
I have no idea. Ranked for like PvP? I don't see why they don't already.
Yeah, they
Not
should.
a ranked mode, but getting some type of ranking for beating PvP. Because this whole game is based off being an arcade, so leaderboards are a big thing. Like they even expressed in the game, like, oh, look at this nice leaderboard, and you can check the leaderboard. So there is a rank. Technically, if you look at the leaderboard, you can see your rank, but there's no, you know, ranked play.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm supposed to be doing that objective.
Yeah, is it Hater? I look like Hector, but yeah, no, 40-minute cutscene, get a popcorn. That legitimately what happened, man. Like that's all. I'm not even joking how long these cutscenes were in Metal Gear Solid 4, and I remember at the time it was sick because it was just like, oh man, look how cinematic this game is. It's so cool, but I think like Death Stranding, for example, like Death Stranding will throw a 30-minute cutscene at you, but then the thing I liked about Death Stranding personally is then they'll throw like 5 hours of gameplay right after. So it doesn't ever feel like you're just, you know, it feels like, I've always said this from when they first started introducing cutscenes like in PlayStation 2. I feel like you have to earn a cutscene. I think a cutscene is like your reward for the gameplay. That's the way I always looked at it.
So like this, I gotta earn my cutscenes.
Yeah, earn them, exactly. Beat these challenges.
Alright, so I gotta kill just 5 more and then I'm gonna let myself die. Oh, boss fight. Let's go do the boss fight. And then after the boss fight, I'll end it, and then we can see the cutscene. So it's not like cinematics. First you gotta talk to these people, do their challenges, and then after you do that to like 5 different people, because it's about creating a gang. Because your uncle's arcade is actually gonna get shut down by, you know, the man. That's literally what they say, the man. So, ooh, got to die. So you're just trying to literally recruit gang members and gang leaders to your cause to help save the arcade. So after we do a couple of these gang missions, then we get a cinematic. It's actually pretty comedic as well.
Hey Dylan,
Like
Dylan, hey Dylan Royer, welcome to the stream, bro.
Alright. Objective should be complete, but let's just do this boss fight. Let's see who we get. Oh, this is the boss I actually have to fight for like the next run. It's gonna constantly spawn zombies.
So it's hard?
Listen to this music, bro. Honestly, this boss, yeah, is kind of frustrating, honestly. But it's only frustrating because there's like literally like tens of enemies that just spawn and just keep spawning. So that's why I got the black hole, so it's not too bad.
You remember when all of YouTube became like dubstep in 2010? Like, I don't know, how old were you then?
I was young when dubstep was like getting big because of Skrillex.
Yeah.
Skrillex was all freshman year of high school.
Yeah, he was honestly the biggest artist in the world for like a couple of years, like a year or two maybe.
Yeah, I think 2 years. Ooh.
Since I was doing
everywhere, in games, movies.
Yeah, since I was doing montages, like I would use a lot of dubstep. Like I didn't even like dubstep or like anything like that, but then doing the videos, like I ended up liking them. Like I ended up like, enjoying it.
Dubstep's dope. I think it's really kind of like a phase though. I feel like I grew out of dubstep, but listening to this soundtrack, it's like, this shit's good. You will never hear dubstep in my workout playlist.
There's a couple of them that I like permanently, but yeah, for the most part, it was like a phase for me too. But I mean, like in the culture, it's not like how it was 10 years ago. But I mean, you know, like raves and stuff are so big. A lot of electronic music is like huge, and dubstep's part of that. Although not all of it, but it's part of it. Well,
I think right now, like the big music is probably New York drill. I don't know if you listen to drill music, but that's pretty big at the moment.
No, isn't drill UK?
So there is UK drill, but it's all copied from New York. Like maybe UK got it popping, but it's from New York. Because if I say yeah, it's from the UK, bro, somebody's gonna come for my neck, and I don't need that.
Yeah, I thought it was UK originally. I think New York probably copied them. Will this game ever have a battle pass? I don't know. We don't know.
That'd be a good idea.
They should. Yeah. A lot of people are used to the whole battle pass type system now, so it's understandable if they have it.
Why Cortana looking creepy in her profile pic?
I put a human Cortana.
That's creepy as hell. I like the blue one.
I might change it. I wanted to see human Cortana.
I think
looks...
I'm gonna die because if I end a run, I think you lose XP. So I'm just gonna die. I wish there was a way you could just end the round without dying.
I can't believe they don't have that. It's just, it's like, come on.
$221 kills. But yeah, as you see, 6,000 tickets. Pretty decent. 200 kills, 6,000 tickets. 6,000 tickets can actually get you a bit. So here's the customization, just showing off real quick. You can see all this stuff is locked, but 4,000 tickets, 6,000. Okay, 6,000 tickets might not be that much, but
it's nothing, bro. What the hell are you talking about?
You're good. You're good. I got 120,000 for something. You can't buy tickets, but all right. Let's see this. See this. Get this dialogue.
Hey, slap me with bread and call me a sandwich. You did it. Suppose maybe you aren't
So
a
cringe.
spy after all. Are you up for another mission, Private? Woohoo! Kaboom! Congratulations.
Are you the type of person who always
You
picks a
gained
girl,
ground level
and if
clearance.
you get a
Yes.
creative character,
Cooperate
yeah.
further, and
Yes.
you'll be rewarded.
I used to just be like I think it's when I was younger. I used to always be like the cool, tough guy, have my guy super jacked and shit.
Yeah.
I think it's about what you want in life, honestly. So I used to always make my person a super jack guy, all the muscles, the scars, the tattoos. But now I have the muscles, I have scars, I have tattoos, so it's like whatever. But I don't have a super fine girl. So now I make my character a super fine girl.
I remember, I forgot who said it. It was like, I think it's playing with somebody in Destiny, and then they always pick the girl. And it's like, why do you always pick a girl? It's just like, because I want something good to look at while I'm playing.
That's something an old friend of mine told me back like when I was like 12. First time I played an MMO was Dungeons and Dragons Online. And he said the same thing. I was like, why do you play as a girl? It's like, I want something good to look at. And I was like, I don't get it. And then I see my girl with this dump truck over here, and I'm like, I kind of get what he's talking about.
I know. See, you got this skimpy little outfit too. Damn.
This is the Chun-Li. Isn't this what you were praising about a couple weeks ago?
I'm not dissing it. I'm not talking shit about it. What do you mean? What you mean?
All right, I don't know what those guys are saying, so we're gonna probably skip every time they talk. Surge ability skills. Get 30 surge ability kills? I said skills. So right here, I'm gonna change my abilities. Instead of healing, I'm gonna... So I don't know how bad the cooldowns are for these, but we can just get a orbital strike. Let's see what the hell that does.
Call a massive orbital strike from the simulation's source.
Alright, so now we can just go level 10. Let's do that. Ooh. Rip. Alright. I don't know how many maps there are. I think there's probably like 5. But they're all pretty decent. I think this is my least favorite map because it's not urban, it's just like a old castle.
Yeah.
Lava everywhere.
It's like a dungeon.
Yeah. I like the more urban environments.
I did look it up. You know how we're confused that the game was in early access for the past year, and then now it's like the full release. That's why it's kind of because I was like, man, I've never heard of this game. Like, what is this? And you're like, oh yeah, it's pretty
long early access. No.
I mean, isn't Fortnite still in beta? Like, technically, it's true. Yeah, because you told me you're like, oh man, it's this game's pretty new. I'm like, all right, for sure, let's play. Like, dude.
Wow.
That's right, the
That
drip.
orbital strike is delayed.
That's right, M-Pit, the drip. The Chun-Li drip is leaking everywhere.
Only costed $9.99.
Man, you sound like you work for the fucking company.
This
This is
is
not a sponsored stream, by the way. This is
It
just
should be shit.
this is just mystery fanboying over his girl.
All right, you laugh until I get her. I'll show her off to you. Like, yeah, Mike, I got the real life Chun-Li.
Man, you know I'm not gonna hate on you. What the hell? I'm gonna be all for it.
All right, so I have to build up these abilities. You can also build them up by breaking these boxes. But this one's gonna take a bit. Oh, I got 6 kills with that. Okay, might not be that hard.
You don't play with randoms on this? You can search, right?
Yeah, you can play with randoms, but they're just gonna take all the kills.
Yeah. I get you.
I'm strategic when I have to play with randoms.
Man, you guys don't even know, like, when we're doing stuff for the game movies, like, the worst thing is playing with random people, because it's like, a lot of, like, for story purposes, it just looks dumb when somebody's just, like, teabagging next to you or something, or, like, running around. It's just like, alright, just stop.
Or they're constantly trying to skip the goddamn cutscene.
Yeah, yeah. You get like the little notification of the cutscene skip on the bottom, like, oh, 1 out of 4 wants to skip the cutscene. All right.
Dude, that's wild. Remember the Destiny 2 just came out, bro? People could skip the cutscene on their first view. So people watching it for the first time, one person can skip it for everybody. Like, I saw that online. I was like, that's gotta hurt. Like, you do all that work and then somebody's just like, skip.
Terrible.
And oh my god, I don't know how Javi did it.
I mean, Javi's a beast at Destiny. He could beat that by himself, eyes closed, no problem.
Alright, so I'm gonna stop killing the spider. I'm gonna start killing the grunts. So I can build up this ability. Oh shit. I gotta be careful because I don't have my healing. It's just all damage.
Nice. M-Pit says he has his game downloading right now. This game looks like fun. Yeah.
Oh,
That's the way to
man,
go.
I should have reached out to the developers.
Right? You're over here doing a sponsored stream. Like, what are you doing? By the way, guys, you can. So we are. If you're new here, we are streaming now Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays, 6 p.m. Pacific time. I don't know what that is, what time zone it is. We have subscribers from all across the world, but yeah, just in case, we'll be live like 3 times a week minimum, maybe probably even more.
Kill 3 more. Man, these boss battles been grinding really, really easy.
Oh, Javi's in the
Especially
chat.
this one. I think this is the easiest boss. What's up, Javi?
Javi said he had to 3-stack for the legendary mode. That's right, he redid it in legendary. That's true.
God damn. There we go. Mission complete.
How'd you do it, Javi? You did it with hand tied behind your back, right? When you did it on normal, just nothing, so easy. You like Javi's funny too, cause you just talk shit to like to the PC, like that's it. He's yelling at the bosses.
Send a message to Bungie. Hey man, make this shit harder.
Yeah, yeah. What is this shit?
It's too easy.
He was that student who would always complain about having just only multiple choice questions. It's like you should tell the teacher you should put essays, essay questions in the test.
God damn, it's just high school. Oh yeah, playing with friends makes it easier too. Playing with people that actually know what they're doing, not just randoms. Alright, so mission complete. Wait, what? No, it's not. I need to kill 2 more. Okay.
Hobby, I don't think we did it in legendary mode the first time around. I doubt it.
There we go.
Is it free? The game isn't free, Shahir. It's
just free right now.
It's free if you have PlayStation Plus. Like up until August 2nd.
I remember somebody was like mocking me. I was like, "Oh yeah, it's free if you got PlayStation Plus." She was like, "Free if you have PlayStation Plus." I was like, "Okay, motherfucker,
Yeah.
you know what I meant."
Yeah. Free, quote unquote.
Game over.
Javi, we're talking about like Destiny 2, like the base game? Or, I mean, are you talking about the DLC or the expansions? I'm talking about the base game.
If you have PlayStation Plus Extra, yes. I think all you need is PlayStation Plus Essential, and you get it.
By the way, guys, you can. Oh, wait, that's what I'm saying. Witch Queen. Yeah, no, I'm talking about the base game. There's no way. I actually remember. I remember that vividly because it was at my apartment, and I got the game from the swap meet. So I remember when we got it. It was like September 4th, 2017. By the way, guys, you can you get points on the stream as you watch. So like for every minute you get 1 point. You can check your points by doing !points. Cortana will tell you. And then well you can use the points later on like giveaways, and we'll have more stuff in the future. For now it'll be mostly for giveaways.
Welcome back, club. Think you're ready?
What
Destroy
game?
100. Oh yeah, this is the bullshit. Ooh. All right, so we got to go into a specific boss fight. So for this one, I'll run with randoms.
See how the randoms do. What game is this? This game is called Arcadegeddon. It's a story-driven roguelike multiplayer game.
Pretty dope. Black hole or orbital strike? I think the orbital strike was better.
Oh my bad, Cortana was off. Disconnected.
He's offline. Uh-oh.
She's back. She should be back.
Alright, let's keep orbital strike. Alright, now let's see if we can find anybody. It's gonna start at difficulty 10, find players. I don't know who's gonna be at difficulty 10. 1 minute, 53 seconds. Estimated. I bet it's almost impossible to find someone at, what level is the max? Level 35? Jeez.
So is it like Returnal? I mean, I guess, because it's roguelike, but no. Because it's like way different, because it's multiplayer focus.
Yeah, it's more multiplayer focus for one, and the story isn't based off of progression. It's based off doing these missions.
Your mic sounds like robot.
It's messing up.
Yeah.
It's because I moved. Hold on. Fine.
Say something?
Hold on.
You sound good.
Oh, good.
Yeah, you sound
Get
good.
reconnected. Okay.
Yeah, it sounds good.
Strange. Alright, dope. Sorry about that, guys. Sometimes my mic will mess up just like if I bump it. And because I have so many wires, when I hit two wires, sometimes it'll mess up.
I wonder when you're gonna get that package I sent. I mean, it shouldn't be Well, I guess customs, huh?
When did you send it? Last week?
Yeah, but I gave you a tracking, so you should have it. Like, you should be able to see where it's at.
Yeah, it's probably in Spain somewhere.
It's like it was the post office had it's like guaranteed like 4 to 6 days or something, but it's like customs like holds it up is the thing.
Yeah. Wouldn't doubt it. People were sending stuff to and from other countries. I'd definitely be like, okay, well, throw this through the metal detector and
Yeah.
have the dog sniff this. This is one of the guys trying to destroy the arcade.
Beat it.
He's just so aggressive.
Then the timer for players like goes up or yeah.
No, it's still the same, but we're just waiting. It's probably too high, but it has to be high to get the boss that I showed you earlier. Another thing with customization, whenever you do these missions, you actually unlock everything to look like this character. So right now I could dress like her if I wanted, dress like this guy, but not just dress like them, like actually become them. Like they give you the face, the hair, the clothes, the skin color, everything.
It's like becoming another character.
Yeah. So if you're like, oh, that character's dope, I want to look just like them, literally just go here in outfits, and then you can look like them. They give you the skin. So right now I could change my skin color to look just like the character. It's very interesting because it's like not just clothing, but you can look exactly like the character. It reminds me of like some type of like Osmosis Jones type. You know how everybody looks blue and stuff?
Yeah. That's exactly what I was thinking of Osmosis Jones when I saw his skin color.
I need to bring that back.
You're probably too young for this. I don't know if you ever saw this show called Reboot. It was like on Channel 7, Saturday mornings. It was like one of the first 3D shows.
Yes! Wait. What did it involve? Like, it was kind of like live action at first, and then they go into like the Steam, and then it turns into like a video game.
Damn, I don't even remember that much of it. But I just.
Are you talking? No, wait. Are you talking about like the super old school? They look green.
They're like
they're
blue.
like, kinda like
they're blue. That's why I'm thinking of it. Yeah, they're blue.
Like mint green, blue. They had like weird everything. Everything was weird.
Let me look it up. Reboot.
Cause there's two of them. There's one that's like super old, which would make sense you're bringing that one up, and then there's one from like 2003 Cartoon Network, which I thought was better. Which is what I look up sometimes whenever I'm like, oh, I remember this show.
So it was like blue, purple, green characters. Reboot. So sick. It was like mid 90s. Damn, I can't believe how bad it looks. I for some reason
yeah, it does look bad. It does look bad.
I like in my head I was like, yeah, this was like Toy Story. Like, no. Let me put it on the screen so people see.
I'm not finding anybody. I'm gonna put it on level 5.
There, I put the reboot picture on the screen. This show used to be raw in like 97. I thought this was amazing 3D at the time. Now it's like, it's terrible. Wow.
It's crazy how your imagination runs. It's like, yeah, this is amazing, and then you go back and you're like, hell no.
It's like they also had that show, Beast Wars. It was like, it's like Transformers, but it was like, it was, you know, beast or whatever. It was animals. It was sick, man. And like, but it was 3D as well. And I looked back on it like last year. I saw it. I was like, oh my god, this looks horrible. This is terrible.
Right, it's kind of annoying. Like, you play a game and then like look in the comments like a game movie, people are like, man, this is like a PS2 game. I'm just like, bro, y'all don't know what, y'all don't even remember what a PS2 game looks like.
No, yeah,
It does not look this good.
Literally, it is just in your mind. Hey, Brittany, welcome to the stream.
Welcome back, Britt. Bro, the ugliest PS3 or the ugliest PS4 and PS5 games will still look better than a PS2 game.
By far. I mean, it's not even close. It's just that, yeah, it literally is just in your mind. Like, you remember it better than it actually is. It's the same thing we were talking about last week with The Last of Us, the remake, where it's kind of like, yeah, it looks...
level 52?
I thought you were saying 35 was a max.
His character level's level 52, but I don't know what that means for like adventure level, like how far he's got.
Oh, okay.
And he's a Japanese player. Maybe he was early access. Japanese PC player. He changed the server to America because nobody else was playing the game.
Wasn't there a rat for Beast Wars? Yeah, there was a rat. The Optimus Prime was an ape.
What?
Yeah, he was like a gorilla, and then what's it called? Megatron was like a T-Rex or something like that. It was sick. Like, oh man, that show. Actually, the show was really. It's like it's still good. It just doesn't look that good.
Like the old school Power Rangers.
Yes.
Still a good show. Just camera quality and all that.
I was all in on Power Rangers, man. Like, oh, I was like, I think I was 7 years old when Power Rangers came out. That was my shit.
Which one's your favorite? Tommy? Everybody loves Tommy.
When Tommy came in, you knew it was real. Yeah, no, of course. I mean, I was in love with Kimberly, you know.
I don't know which one. Is that the pink one, I'm guessing?
Yeah, the Pink Ranger.
Everybody loved the pink one.
Jason was the Red Ranger. Zach, I think, was the Black Ranger. Billy was the blue. Was it Trini? I think Trini is the Yellow Ranger.
Trinity?
I think it was Trini. Brittany says you guys make the best game movies on YouTube. Thank you so much. Appreciate that.
Much love.
10 years. Was it 2012?
10 plus years?
Yeah, this is our 10-year anniversary, I would say, of making game movies. Although the channel, I made it in December of 2009, but I wasn't making game movies back then. All the Decepticons were dinos or something? Yeah, I think they were. The Decepticons were dinos, and then the Autobots they're like mammals, like, or like regular, you know, like rat, bird, falcon, whatever.
Damn, I'm broke as hell.
I forgot what the basis of the story was, but it was something like they came after the original, like Optimus Prime, and because his name wasn't even Optimus Prime, it was Optimus Primal. Sick. And they arrived on Earth. But
wait, were these like actual? Was this an actual spinoff or is this copyright?
No, it was an actual, like, it's part of the story. It's actually really sick. Like, they arrive on Earth after the Ark gets here, like after like Optimus Prime and Megatron are here. Like, so they get here and they think it's a mistake because it's like a primitive world. They don't understand. Like, so they think they're stranded on this planet. Like, you don't realize it's Earth at all until later. Like, they find the Ark and they find like Optimus and them all still in like sleep, in cyber sleep or whatever they called it. It was really sick.
Cyber sleep.
I don't know, like whatever. whatever. Whoa, PS2 is OG. Yeah, I mean, I love the PS2. That's the thing, is like that's what Mystery's saying though. Like, when we do a game movie, like we'll do some old game, or not even an old game. He's talking about when we do a new game that doesn't look like super AAA, and then the people just talk shit in the comments like, wow, this game looks like a PS2 game.
Ridiculous. don't know what PS2 games they were playing, but shit.
Yeah. Brett Skabinski says I tried to play this game, but it would not connect to server. Yeah, Mystery says since there's not a lot of people playing, that it's hard to find the game.
Does he mean like the server itself, like even just main menu?
Do you have to be like on a server to play?
So there's 2 modes. There's offline mode, which I don't know if there's any missions and stuff on it, so that's why I didn't click on it. But then there's the online mode, which gives you like the story mode and stuff. So maybe he was talking about that, but
yeah.
I started playing this like 2 days ago, and it's been working. So, I don't know.
Yeah, it might just be the part of the world you're in, and it's messing up.
Yeah, which is strange. I think I'm connected to American servers. Oh, this is the first time I've seen this. Oh, hell no.
Ooh.
Where am I? I've never been back here. Ain't nothing back here but crates. No treasure? What'd I do all this for? Oh.
I want to see you get crushed.
I'd rather watch him get crushed. He's pro. He's not gonna die.
That'd be fun too.
Uh-oh. Ooh, off the table! Are you a big fan of wrestling?
Oh yeah. I think up until I don't know, maybe like
It was fake.
no, I mean like that's the thing too. I grew up in that era where we really found that it was fake. Cause I obviously I did think it was real when I was a kid, and people used to be like, "Oh, you know it's fake." It's like, no, Ultimate Warrior is like he's the best. But when I was in middle school was literally the Attitude Era. Like it was Stone Cold, Shawn Michaels, The Rock. Like everybody who I remember 8th grade when all the boys like went across stage. Everybody did something that was like from the WWF. Like either like doing the like.
Hold on a second. One thing switched. All right, hello.
Yeah.
All right, what were you saying? The Attitude Era, The Rock, Stone Cold. Ultimate
Yeah,
Warrior.
yeah. Like everybody who graduated that year literally did like some copied move from like one of the stars.
Before cell phones and shit.
Yeah.
Bro, don't play God of War. What do you mean?
Rub Official, don't play God of War anymore, bro. Why is that? We do too much God of War content. we have redone God of War like 3 times. I tell that to Mariano, who owns the channel. Like he always loves, like if he likes a game, he'll replay it a couple times. He'll do it like in 4K. He'll do it with graphic mods. He'll do it in the. I mean, you know, it is what it is.
Yeah. Bro, I was gonna say I watched a video when I was coming because I download videos before I like get on a long ass plane trip, and it was a video called "Is John Cena the GOAT?" And like off the top of your head, you're probably like, "Ain't no way John Cena's the greatest."
No.
But when you sit and he like listed all the accolades and everything he's done for the company, when you think WWE, you literally think John Cena. And because he's done so much, like WWE would not be as big as it was if it wasn't for John Cena. John Cena has completed over 100 Make-A-Wish for dying kids. He put the good spotlight on WWE. When you think WWF, you think of the steroids, you think of the Hulk Hogan's, you think of like everything Attitude Era, everything bad. you think about WWF.
Like I don't even know.
But accolades on top of it, of course, The Rock has accolades as well. Hulk Hogan has accolades as well. But when you sit and you actually think about it, as the GOAT, maybe not, but as one of like the top guys of WWE, like yes. He might not be the best wrestler, but was he the best on the mic? Yes. Did he have the championships? Yes. Did he make WWE look good for the public? Yes. Do kids like WWE because John Cena? Yes.
I mean, like,
but when you think about Rock, Rock is above WWE. When you think Rock, you think movies before you think wrestling. Most people nowadays don't see Rock as a wrestler. They see him as the movie guy.
Yeah,
we're talking about WWE. We're not talking about like outside of that.
But even then, like, I mean, I think John Cena deserves the respect to be in the conversation, but he is not. He is not.
Who is the GOAT of wrestling?
Before I get to that, let me answer these. This is my first watch. This is my first time watching the live stream. Thank you for your YouTube channel. It has helped me in my life mentally. Oh, that's a great comment. Thank you. Appreciate you saying that. I'm glad that it has helped, and I'm glad you like the channel. Tommy says this game is greater than. I'm guessing you mean Fortnite or Fortnite? I don't know what that is.
Fortnite. Fortnite. I don't know about that.
The movement definitely looks like Fortnite, so I can see the comparison if that's what he meant. Okay, in my opinion. Now, I stopped watching.
Hold on. Let's refresh the share play. It says it ends in 5 minutes.
Okay. You gonna kick me?
Yeah, I'll stop share play and then start it again.
Alright. Yeah, this is how we play, guys. We do the share play so I can get his screen. That way he can still record for the channel. And then I run the stream through my computer so that we can not waste any effort, I guess is a good way of saying it.
Yeah, it's like you don't have to really strain my PC or strain your PC or anything like that.
Yeah.
It's a good, what's it called? Homeostasis.
Ooh, big words. Play Elden Ring PvP, then we'll talk. We're actually thinking about doing Elden Ring.
I was thinking about doing Elden Ring. I was really considering it, but I'm in the middle of New Game Plus 4, and I really don't want to start over, like make a new character.
I mean, you could have just done it from the middle, I guess.
But I'm at like pretty much like the end game on New Game Plus 4, so I was thinking either I beat New Game Plus 4 and start fresh on New Game Plus 5, but I've already beaten the game so many times, so it's like, somebody hit a boss thing already? No, they didn't. They just left before we could go into the boss. And this is why you don't like playing with randoms, man.
Exactly. That's why I hate playing with randoms.
Man, this is a kill zone. Speaking of kill zone, which one's your favorite?
Killzone? I think Killzone 2 is the best.
I'd agree with that.
Yeah, I think it's.
Did you play the multiplayer of 3 though?
No, back then, no. I wasn't ever into the multiplayer on PlayStation 3, but I like the stories.
Okay.
But anyway, all right.
Yeah, WWE. Yeah.
Okay.
Who's the GOAT?
So I will preface it by saying that I did not watch WWE like during the John Cena days. I was obviously aware of him. I like in my peripheral, like I knew about it, but I wasn't watching actively. But I respect what he did. I think he deserves to be like on the Mount Rushmore, like in the conversation. But I think the GOAT conversation begins and ends with Hulk Hogan and Stone Cold. That's it. There's no one else like them two.
Why?
For one, because what Hulk Hogan did was he did that initial push to take it worldwide. Like before Hulk Hogan, it was all territories. It was like all different territories around the country, even around the world. And obviously what Vince McMahon did, but he used Hulk Hogan to do it, was to make it a global thing. So like it's everything else after is built on whatever Hulk Hogan did. And then Stone Cold statistically is the biggest box office draw ever. It's like numbers wise, it's not even close. Like sold out arenas, back to back to back to back to back. The only thing that messed him up was that like he had the injury, which fucked up his career. But if he wouldn't have had that neck injury, I mean, I think it would have been unquestioned that he would have been the GOAT. I still think he's the GOAT personally, but like I think you can argue between Hulk and Stone Cold. And Stone Cold was just like, dude, I mean, he's like my personal favorite. I always loved him growing up.
Bro, this is why you don't run with randos, bro. They ended the game.
Oh my.
So the boss glitched out. That's why we died, because the boss glitched. So when you die and you respawn, you can go against the boss again, but then they quit.
Wow. Damn, that guy Silad was doing work. Look at that. The Japanese guy wasn't doing shit. He probably was lagging, poor guy.
Fuck him. But Stone Cold.
That's my opinion.
I mean, do you think Stone Cold would have survived the brand change? Because John Cena during the chain gang was being Stone Cold, saying wild stuff like "you left your wife's panties at my house last night" on the mic, like dirty, and he changed his image because times were changing. Do you think Stone Cold wouldn't have been canceled nowadays?
In the early like ruthless aggression era, I mean, he was still kind of around, so like I'm sure he could have transitioned a little bit.
But you think it would have been the same?
No, because he was of the time. That's the thing. I mean, that's the thing. That's the thing with John Cena too. Is like he's of the time. Like it really was.
He switched, bro. He used to be crazy. Like
yeah, but so was Stone Cold. Like Stone Cold was around since like '89, but he didn't.
I'm saying if Stone Cold stayed in, do you think he would have effectively like been able to change his image and still be known as that guy?
I mean, like he can show up now at any time, and he's the guy. That's the thing.
Well, I don't think that counts because he's not full time. He shows up every once in a while, and it's like a breath of fresh air for the old fans, of course. And you know, new people will be like, "Oh snap, Stone Cold, legendary!" But to constantly see him,
I don't know.
John Cena was working like the most hour, like every single day. John Cena was working. He just became a part timer like the last 5 to 10 years. He became a part timer.
No, I mean, yeah, he put in the work. Like, I get you. He's like the, I guess like the mule who like put in the real work, day-to-day work. So I respect him for that. But he's just, it's like the argument between Jordan and LeBron. It's like LeBron has played for 20 years, has had a better career than Jordan. If you really go down to numbers, he has had a better career. It's not even a question. But MJ is greater. He's still better. He's still the GOAT because he's MJ. You know, it's just, even though he only had
what kind of shit is that? He's the GOAT because he's MJ.
Yeah.
What kind of shit is that?
He's the GOAT because everybody knows he's the GOAT.
So it's because everybody else says he's the GOAT, he's the GOAT.
Look, I always argue it's like there's two.
I'm just asking you. So he's the GOAT because everybody else says he's the GOAT.
No, you know what I meant. Like my point is he's the GOAT because he's just the best. There's nobody better. Like, cause he could beat anybody. That's why he's the GOAT. But like, it's always like, again, of the time. Like, is LeBron James a better basketball player than MJ? Maybe. I don't know. Because there's those two arguments. It's like better versus greatest. And greatest is like who dominated their era the most.
I don't think that's even also a fair comparison, the era, because there's way more better players nowadays than there was back in the 90s and the 80s and the early 2000s.
Yeah, it's
because so many people grew up watching basketball.
Yeah, it's not a fair. It's definitely not a fair comparison, because then you could say like Bill Russell is the greatest because he won 11 titles. But but even then it's just like, look, I watched both of them play. MJ, in my opinion, is just way better. Like, it's not even like a question. Like, he's just that much better than LeBron. It's not even a question. There you go. That's a good question too, Javi. Would John Cena be able to carry during the Monday Night Wars like Stone Cold could?
I think so.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if he would have had that type of charisma that Stone Cold did.
I mean, just Monday Night War. I mean, like literally, John Cena carried the whole entire WWE for like the past.
Yeah, but they didn't have any competition.
years.
But they didn't have any competition. It was already after the Monday Night Wars were over. So it's a tough call. My point though with Stone Cold, like, or with all of them, is like they're really of the time, because the culture did change so much, man. The culture was changing. Like in everything around in the 90s became about the anti-hero. Everything became darker. Like Nirvana became the most popular band in the world. Batman was the most popular cartoon in the world. The Crow was like a cultural icon, and of course Sting copied the Crow, and then like Stone Cold, and like all the anti-heroes. The 90s became about the anti-heroes, and the 80s were about like these super massive, like big, like all gung-ho America, like fucking Hulk Hogan type dudes. And then like the John Cena era, I don't know, I guess it swung back to that.
It more became about like undisputed greatness type, like superhero types. Like, but that's what came like a detriment to like Triple H. Triple H, nowadays you'll be like, oh yeah, Triple H is one of the top people, but there was a point in time people hated Triple H because he would always win. He would never lose. And then John Cena would let people win. Like if they're like debuting and stuff like that, and he thinks they have talent, he would let them win.
Yeah.
And it usually came down to not Vince McMahon saying this person's gonna win tonight. It's usually in the ring where they're like, okay, you're gonna win, or no, I'm gonna win. Because Randy Orton did that to CM Punk. He was like, he's not ready, so I'm gonna win tonight.
Man, you gotta have some clout to be able to call it, because Vince always calls it. He's the one who he says who wins and who doesn't win.
When it comes down to like championships and stuff like that, but like those big, like John Cena could say who won that night. Randy Orton at a point in time was like, yeah, you can win tonight, or I'm gonna win, you're not ready type shit. And then CM Punk, after he dropped that pipe bomb, then he was like, I'm gonna call the shots. And Vince was like, okay, whatever's good for money, or whatever's good for rating, I don't really give a fuck. As long as you're not like, oh, I'm the boss type shit.
Damn, Javi's kicking back against you. He's like, what, John was hated for a long time for burying people.
When did he bury people? When did he bury people? Put Javi in the Discord.
Javi, get on Discord.
Get on Discord. We can talk about this. Like, what year did he? I know eventually he was like, "Oh, you're not gonna win." Like, yeah, like after he was always putting people on, eventually he became hated as well for always winning. They would call him Super Cena. Be like, Super Cena, or Cena sucks. Yeah, eventually they started hating on him.
Javi's like frantically getting his computer, like.
I didn't know Javi liked wrestling.
Oh, Javi loves wrestling. The same with me. Like I even to this day, like I watch I listen to a lot of the podcasts, like JR and stuff like that. But like I only about like the Attitude Era and about maybe Hulk's era. But I don't really listen too much about the new stuff.
I want to hear what Booker T has to say about the industry.
What do you think he would say?
I don't know what he would say. That's why I want to hear him talk about it. I have no idea what Booker T would say. I don't know.
Javi, let me know if you're gonna get on.
So right now, for people that don't know, I'm actually looking for a specific boss. This isn't the boss, so I'm just gonna kill him real quick. Which ironically is gonna make the boss that I'm actually looking for harder. Man, if those randoms didn't leave, shit got me hot.
Javi's like setting up. He sent me a text. He's like,
What's up, kids? Undertaker, bro. Undertaker is amazing, bro.
yo, what's up, kids? Welcome back, bro.
I think Undertaker would be more of an icon if he probably did more promo, but he's not used. Like he said so in one of his interviews himself. He's just not used to it.
Dude, he's such an icon though. Like he's up there.
Yeah.
Kroll says do more live streams. We are actually, and we're gonna do every Monday, Wednesday, Friday. But when new games come out, we'll also do those on embargo time. So right now, you know, it's kind of dead season as far as new games are concerned. So we're just kind of playing around, seeing what people like to watch. I know for sure, like everything will be popping. Like when like Gotham Knights and God of War come out and we're streaming it. Woo, woo!
It's gonna be dope. Hopefully the game's good though. I don't like playing bad games.
It's gonna be good, man. Well, we really don't have a choice either way. But we'll also be doing like game nights once a month. We don't know yet what we're gonna play. We're thinking something like Warzone or Fall Guys or something that like people can join, subscribers can join. All right, I'll text you the Discord, homie. Or text me yours and I'll add you.
Oh, okay. So apparently there's a meter at the top right. I didn't notice. I thought bosses were random, but apparently they spawn after you get that meter up. But I don't know how to get the meter up. Is it through kills or is it through beating objectives? I'm not too sure. I think it's through objectives because these kills ain't making it go up at all. I'm just gonna run through to the next objective. This game kind of reminds me of Warframe. I've been through this stage like probably 4 times, but I've never seen this part of it. So maybe they just change up the environment a bit here and there.
Like randomly generated?
Or maybe because it's a higher, yeah, or maybe because it's a higher level. But the music's still great. As long as the music's good, I don't care. Yo, they're really trying to kill me right now. You get the fuck out of here.
I'll let Kratos step on me. Yeah, I know a lot of people.
Huh? What? You'll let Kratos step on you. Oh lord.
Lordy, lordy, lord. Alright, I got a lot to learn about Discord. Oh. Now, how do you add somebody, man?
Me too, because I don't know. I've been a firm advocate of no Discord. If there's game chat, let's use it.
Alright, I got it. Hold on.
That's disrespectful. How is that disrespectful?
Javi, it says you're not accepting friend requests, so I'm gonna send you mine. Sorry guys, the cameras are out of whack because I'm trying to add Javi to the call. You actually played Warframe, but you finna give this game the Outriders treatment. Your mic is fucked up again. I got Javi. Now how do I add him? Do we need to create a new call? Like, your mic is off, by the way. Rhina Daily says this game reminds me of Risk of Rain 2 with its cool graphics and difficulty modes.
Yo, can you hear me?
Yeah, I hear you.
Yo.
Yeah, I hear
Hello?
you. Yeah.
Is it okay? If you invited him to, unless me and you are in a private call, we'd have to end the call. And then I thought we were using like the Discord call, but I think me and you are in a private call right now.
Okay.
So we'd have to end it, but then the camera and shit like that.
I mean, it's, yeah, it doesn't matter. We'll get it back. I invite you to the server.
I've actually never played Risk of Rain 2. Ryan, do you enjoy Risk of Rain? I hear everybody that plays it enjoys it. I just never played it. So much. Bro, so many enemies. Can I breathe?
I already invited you to the server.
Oh my god.
Did you get it?
Initiating horde? Oh my god. Bro, he has RPGs? Oh my god. God. Oh my, did it win? It said survive, and now the survive's gone, and I guess I won. Alright. Machine gun. Sure, why not? Oh, I'm broke, never mind. I'm broke. Why am I so broke? Oh, because I have the difficulty.
Accept the Discord.
I thought I was in the GLP server.
Nah, this is, he made a new one, that's why.
Oh, okay. Fuck is all this bullshit? I think we end this one and join that one.
Alright.
Hello?
Hello, you hear me?
Hello? I hear you.
Wait,
Yeah.
can you see it?
I hear Javi, but he sounds far.
Yeah, does the
Yeah, we hear you.
hold on, I'm trying to make sure that you guys that I can hear you in your stream.
Yeah, you should be able to. I can see it.
Fuck. And it's only voice.
Yeah, I don't have the best mic, unfortunately, but hopefully I think the stream can still hear you, right?
Can me and Mystery get on camera though? Here?
Ooh, you should be able to. There's a little camera at the bottom.
I see it. You see it, Mike?
No.
The bottom left, like where it says video connected, or like it has like the.
Like where your name is, there's a little camera. Turn on camera.
Okay, got it.
There we go.
All right, Javi, so you're gonna talk shit to Mystery.
Yeah. We're debating, is John Cena the GOAT?
He is one of the best of all time for sure. He's solidified himself for a long time now, but I don't think he can be the GOAT. It's just, I mean, he came around in an era where like there was already so much for him to be. You know what I mean? It wasn't like it was built up. Like someone like Brett, someone like Sean, like you know, they built the company on their back. Stone Cold carried through the.
Well, I mean, just because the company's built, I mean, he was about to get fired after his first night of wrestling, and then he turned it around.
Yeah.
So yeah, the company is built, but he's.
I mean, do you know how? Do you like? I mean, it was definitely. There's a lot of luck involved for it. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
we didn't know Stone Cold was gonna be a hit like he was. I mean, I don't think they knew. You know, how many gimmicks did what was it, Stunning Steve Austin go through before he found Stone Cold?
Hollywood Blondes.
Hollywood Blondes, you know, it's one of those things. Like when you say the greatest, I don't know. I just don't know. I mean,
who would you put as the greatest?
I think if we're going by, it depends on what we're going by. Are we just going by legacy?
Well, I mean, we can go based off just like how much of an impact did they make on the wrestling, on the WWE, or wrestling in general. But I mean, the WWE is wrestling. So.
If you put that, I mean, it has to be Hulk Hogan. I don't like Hulk Hogan, but it has to be Hulk Hogan.
And because he built it.
Because I mean, yeah, like when you think of like wrestling, you think of Hulk Hogan as much as maybe you don't really want to.
Well, yeah, I mean, you think wrestling, yeah, you think of Hulk Hogan because he built it, but I mean, you can build something, but can you sustain it?
I mean, he sustained it for.
Hogan.
Go ahead.
No, this is me and Javi, Mike. You can't just jump in.
Yeah.
You can only jump in if we're like not getting anywhere. But what
No, I have a Hulk Hogan
Hulk
point.
Hogan.
That's why. I have a Hulk Hogan point. So go ahead.
But Hulk Hogan did great. But I mean, is he doing great now? Because Hulk Hogan moved to TNA, and a lot of people started hating TNA when Hulk Hogan came around and started changing everything. So is it really Hulk Hogan did great by himself? Because if that was true, then TNA would be.
I mean, did John Cena do great by himself? There were so many people around the time.
I didn't say that. I didn't say that.
You just said Hulk Hogan can't do it by himself.
I didn't say he can't do it by himself. I said did he?
Would John Cena survive in any other company?
I think so, yeah, because he furthered the brand. Wrestling is wrestling. Hulk Hogan made wrestling cool. Stone Cold made wrestling cool. But John Cena made wrestling an actual cultural thing. He made little kids want to be wrestlers. He made grandparents and elderly people like be okay with their children watching wrestling. I wasn't there when like Hulk Hogan and Stone Cold was wrestling, but were there a lot of people really okay with their kids watching wrestling and doing the moves and stuff?
I mean, we were. Yes, we were. That's the thing.
You were, but were they okay with it?
But there was a whole, there was definitely a big brand, like there was a big, what is it?
Or like cultural differences?
I think, that's
cultural change for WWE.
Okay, but here's the thing. Here's the thing, though. People, like, of course, there's some people who weren't okay with it, but you're asking were people okay with it? Yes, they were, because the culture was different then. because people were watching Jerry Springer every night. It was different. It was like it wasn't. And then as the culture changed, wrestling had to change. Like the hero had to change to John Cena because parents no longer wanted that anymore. But yes, were people good with it yet? Yes, they were. And my point really quick about, and I'll let you guys talk about Hulk Hogan, is not only did he was wrestling in the 80s, but people forget that like Hollywood Hogan in the NWO and the WCW was almost just as big as that shit. Like he dominated in two distinct eras. So nobody can come with that shit and say like, oh, he was just in the 80s, whatever. No, like in the 90s, motherfucker, like NWO was the biggest shit for like 3 years. Like everybody fucking was on that shit. So there you go.
Yeah, and then like did that get ruined eventually? Of course.
Yeah.
Everything does. You know, just like I said, just like John Cena eventually became kind of like, it was, you know, he was winning everything. I know you were saying Triple H was winning everything. That's kind of part of his character. And the way he did it was almost always cheating, because he was the heel, right?
Yeah.
So he wasn't burying people though. I mean, people still looked good losing to him because they lost cheating. That's how you protect people. John Cena was beating these people that I mean, not necessarily shouldn't have lost. I'm not gonna say that, but he was beating them clean, and that hurts. Beating someone clean hurts their, you know,
Their image.
It'll take them from, you know, being a monster to being, you know, a teddy bear. You know what I mean? And
Yeah.
John Cena did do that. I mean, not necessarily him. Like, I'm not saying it was him who did it. It was just a lot of that was caused by him. They were trying to protect him too much.
Yeah. That was definitely what fucks up John Cena, in my opinion, and it's not his fault. It's WWE's fault for not building up, because Randy Orton should have been like one of the GOATs, but I think WWE didn't give him enough.
His killer phase.
Yeah.
Oh my God, like.
And they didn't build him up enough, in my opinion.
Yeah. John Cena got very popular, you know, doing his rapping and Dr. Thugonomics thing right after, what is it called? Right after the I think it was the prototype, I think, or something.
Yeah.
That was kind of his gimmick, right? And that didn't work, so he did, you know, he was saying like, I mean, it was kind of like nonsense rap, you know what I mean? Like,
I mean,
really,
it
like,
can't be that bad. I mean, he was on the Billboard #4. I mean, it sold platinum.
No, I'm saying like on TV, like it was just like.
Oh yeah,
you
on
know,
the TV rap.
Yeah. No, I'm not saying like. I mean, I remember listening to his album.
These fucking nerds.
Dude, I'm not gonna say I did it. I'm
Mystery is like, oh, dude, #4 platinum on the charts.
Because it was. I mean, we're stating facts. That's what happened.
I know.
But on TV, it was very much for children. It was very much like these punchline joke raps that he did.
Yeah.
You know?
Oh my God.
Like you know, cause you asked me who the greatest is. Like I said, I think, unfortunately, like in my mind, I have to say, like, I can't not say Hulk. You know?
Yeah.
Even though I don't like him. But I guess if I had to choose one, it would probably be Shawn.
Yeah.
Shawn Michaels.
Yeah. But then again, that doesn't necessarily go for. I mean, he does have a huge, you know, he
has
huge
accolades.
as well. Yeah, exactly. He has accolades, but I guess it depends on how you see it. Cause like I said, in my mind, I chose Michaels, but that's strictly on in-ring ability.
Yeah, so I was gonna say that too, because I was like, if you're gonna say like entertainers, I would my Mount Rushmore is like Stone Cold, The Rock, John Cena, and Hulk Hogan. But if you're saying in ring, you have to say Brett, Shawn, Ric Flair, and I don't even know who #4 would be. But like I could like Ric Flair, like
Undertaker.
Yeah, probably.
I mean, for me, it'd probably be someone like Chris Jericho too. You know, even though he was never like he almost got like he wasn't supposed to be so as popular as he was. You know what I mean? Like, I mean, not popular. He was supposed to be popular, but he wasn't supposed to be as big as he was inside the W because he wasn't a big
icon.
Yeah, he wasn't supposed to be an
eventually became
icon.
icon.
Yeah, but he almost wasn't supposed to be because he was a small guy.
Yeah.
You know,
He's just good on the mic.
he was amazing on the mic and in the ring. Like he's one of the best. He's
Yeah.
still one of the best in-ring performers of all time.
He's still wrestling?
Yeah,
Oh wow.
I mean he had a match in Tokyo in Japan, a really good one too, from everything I've heard. So he can still
Where-
do it.
We can hear everyone fine. Wahhabi sounds kind of far.
Nah.
Well, his mic
Yeah.
is just lower, I think.
No,
Yeah, I just have a.
I think he sounds fine. He wrote that message when he first got in.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you know, it's just one of those things. Like if you're, it's really hard to say who's the GOAT. But like I think.
It's
You have
harder
to-
because it's like more of a staged company.
Yeah,
Like
exactly.
a lot of it is staged. Like it's not like
Yeah.
basketball where you earn first place, you earn the ring. That one's
Yeah,
more like
they earn it a different way because I'm not gonna
Yeah.
say they don't earn it. Like that's like.
well, of
that's
course
another
they
thing
put
to
their
say,
bodies
yeah.
on the line, but
Yeah.
there's
Yeah.
more bureaucracy
You know?
when it comes to that.
But yeah, I think it's crazy because yeah, John Cena is definitely one of the best
Yeah.
to do it. Like you know, as like
I think it's
everything
a
he
fair
does.
debate.
Yeah.
No, it's a
Like, I-
debate. It's a debate. I think you can debate it. I think that's the main
Yeah.
thing. You can debate it.
Mhm.
For sure,
Exactly,
kids. Appreciate
Yeah, you can debate it. You
Audience
can
fine, okay.
say everything, and it's just.
Yeah, like you can't just like if you say if you bring up like John Cena and somebody just like walks away like how dare you, like no, that's bullshit. Like it's you deserve to be in the conversation. Like
Yeah, he's on. I mean, he was on pace to beat the record for world championships.
yeah,
What is it? 15, I think, is what.
is that Ric Flair?
I think that's Ric Flair, and if I'm not mistaken, John is tied right now.
Goat.
I never really understood the pride of how many times you won the championship, because doesn't that, if you won it 15 times, didn't that mean you lost it 14 times?
Well, yeah.
Wouldn't it be
but
better
then
if like the longest you held it, the longer you hold it is better?
It's more what the company believes in you.
Yeah. Or it's more like I would say that means that the people wanted you to be champion 15 times, you know, for one reason or another.
I mean, maybe in John Cena's case, not.
Yeah.
He was being hated around the time.
Yeah.
But you know what I mean? Yeah, it's just that's how it is.
You know, but it was the thing with him, like they love to hate him, you know, after a while. And then now,
It became a meme when The Rock came back, and he turned into a meme with the Fruity Pebble shit.
yeah.
Yeah, and that's another thing, like, because what I will say is John Cena is probably the greatest, like, just
I say he's
what
the
you
greatest
want.
spokesman.
I think that's a good thing to say. He's the greatest, like,
Ambassador.
I don't know.
He's the greatest
Ambassador.
He's the greatest WWE ambassador ever.
yeah, like I think The
Yeah.
Rock was definitely the ambassador. That was the guy to go to. You know, and
Yeah.
I think just because of his fame, he's still a better ambassador, I would say.
I disagree
know,
with that.
like,
I
when it
disagree
comes
with
down
that.
to-
Wait, before you, but like, just because of the fame, like he'll bring the draw, right?
Yeah.
But John Cena
Yeah.
is the greatest ambassador because of all the things he's done.
Yeah.
Like I think you said it was 100, but I think if I'm not mistaken, it's actually way more than that now. For the
Probably.
Make-A-Wish.
I mean, he's like Make-A-Wish, like that is WWE because of John Cena. There's no other wrestler that comes close to Make-A-Wish.
No, exactly, and that's what I'm saying. Like, I think he's probably the greatest. Like, and the way he changed his image from being, you know, the Doctor of Thugonomics and being this kind of like, you know, poo-poo, like almost poopy pee-poo kind of like stuff that he
Like-
would do on TV. You know what I mean? Like, not
Yeah.
that not his rap, but like he would. It was a lot of like joking stuff, like, you know, like a lot.
He's like a rated E wrestler. He went from like
Yeah.
rated T to rated E.
Yeah, but then there was the whole loyalty thing he did. You know, hustle, respect, loyalty, whatever. Like he changed.
I
his
remember
image a lot.
every fucking kid had a shirt that said "Hustle, Loyalty, Respect" at one time.
And I think that's a great ambassador for WWE. The greatest. The only reason I say The Rock is the best is because I think currently he has more just worldwide fame.
Yeah.
So that's like the
Yeah.
best for the company. But the best for like, I guess the morality of the company, I guess, or you know, is John.
Yeah.
Like when it comes down to The Rock's fame, I think he's transcended WWE.
Exactly.
Like I said, when people see The Rock, they don't see wrestling. They see, oh, that's The Rock. Like that's the guy from all these movies. That's Mr. Fast and Furious.
Yeah,
Like,
but as soon as he talks about wrestling, like how much is
when he
far
comes
is his
back,
reach?
when he comes back, I think so.
How far is his reach? That's the only thing I'm saying, that he's the best ambassador for it, but John Cena's the greatest.
Yeah, I mean The Rock is up there with like who are the most famous people in the world? Like it's like he's like top 10. I would say like the
dude. Isn't he the highest grossing like
actor?
Like
yeah.
Like
he is.
I mean, granted, he does do a lot of movies, but at the same time, he gets paid so much for it.
Yeah, I mean, and his movies make money. Like I'm literally like my sister, they'll go watch like, oh, what was it, Jungle Cruise or something? They're like, oh, let's go watch the movie. It's The Rock, you know, you can't go wrong. It'll be a good movie, like.
There's The Rock's in it. He's handsome. He's funny.
Yeah,
man.
But
go ahead.
I think it just depends on what you're asking about, because I think Mystery is saying John Cena for a certain case. You're saying Stone Cold for a certain case, and then, like I said, for me, it's in-ring ability, and that easily goes to either. I never got to see Brett. I think he was a little bit like my time was, you know, Brett wasn't around. He was already out. But for me, it was Shawn Michaels.
Yeah, Shawn. I think almost. If you were to ask all the wrestlers and ask them who's the greatest in ring, they would all say Shawn. Like 90% of them would say Shawn.
Yeah. Exactly.
Yeah.
I'm gonna see if I can grab some food, but I'll be back and I'll chill with you guys for a while.
All right, for sure.
I'm gonna leave the Discord call so there's no noise or anything.
All right.
Okay. Good chat. I feel like this whole thing needs to be edited by Jose. Like separate videos to be posted up. Like it'd be perfect for a library. The wrestling debate.
Well, yeah, I mean,
just get like separate people to watch. Be like, oh, they talk about a bunch of shit, not just gaming.
I mean, if Jose wanted to do that, I mean, but I was telling you, I did want to do that with library to make it our clip channel, you know, as conversations go. By the way, guys, next stream I think we're gonna do Assassin's Creed Brotherhood, right?
Yes, sir.
I'm telling you that.
Which one would you guys rather see? Would you rather see Brotherhood or Assassin's Creed 2? I personally like Brotherhood more because like the mechanics. But a lot of people love Assassin's Creed 2. Like to this day, people say it's number 1.
I always said that.
Would you still say that even after like the Odyssey, the Origins, the War? Still say
again, this goes back to the debate we're having right now. Like greatest versus best. Assassin's Creed 2 is not the best Assassin's Creed game, but I think it's the greatest. I think it took it to another stratosphere. I think it made the franchise. Part 1 was great. I remember playing Part 1 when it came out, and I thought it was good. And then Part 2 was like, whoa, like it was like, what? This is combat. So. Yeah, and then
hardcore.
And then the ones after, like Brotherhood and what was it? Brotherhood and what were the other two Ezio games?
Revelations.
Yeah, like those two, I feel like they were building on what 2 did, and that's good. They built on it, but it's just 2 was the one. It's the greatest. But I think Brotherhood's better. I don't think it's greater. I do think Brotherhood's better.
I don't know. I think our depiction of greatness is different. Like, it sounds like your depiction of greatness is always what did great at that time, and it's still great, like, because of its history. Because like I said, there's 2 different things. I always separate them: better or greater. And to me, greater is like, it's not only that it was good, but in the time it was also so much greater than everything else. But like since then, it's like the same thing I always say with like Halo. Like, I love Halo 3, and to me it's the greatest Halo ever made. But it's actually kind of hard for me to play now after I played like the new ones. Like I can't go back to it, you know. It's not the same.
But am I gonna sit here and say Halo Infinite is the greatest Halo? Like, no, it's not. It's not even an argument. Like,
Well, is it because it's a newer game it can't be greater?
no,
Or is it just because the last game was just so much
no,
in comparison? Like the
yeah,
jump was
yeah,
better.
like the
It's because
jump,
the jump was better.
the evolution, yeah, like all those. There's a lot of factors in one. And we were talking about that last stream with Super Mario 64. Like when you played that game, you said to yourself, "The future is now." Like this is like you played this shit. You knew you were playing. This is, you know how when people always say like different, like they just like I'm built different. Like Super Mario 64 was built different. That is different.
So would you put Mario 64 over Mario Sunshine?
I actually never played Mario Sunshine. I played it only a little bit. Only a little bit. So I won't even comment on it because I haven't played it.
So we never did the game movie, or did somebody else do it?
There's no, nobody's done it. No. Exodus 1X said, "You know you can roll, right?"
Yeah, I'm doing it right now. The only thing I don't like about this is, yeah, you can roll, you can slide, but you can't crouch. Why can't I crouch? I'd easily be crouching behind this cover and taking pot shots if I could.
You know what's funny, Chad? Like, it's crazy because we do so many games. So you would figure, like, I mean, we're pretty good. We're pretty good gamers. Sometimes we do some stupid stuff. There's two in particular that come to mind. Metal Gear Rising, Mariano did, who's somebody else he's a co-owner of the channel, and he did the entire game without knowing that you could parry or block whatever it was. He didn't.
What the hell?
He beat the entire, and then he like parried like in the final boss, and he was like, "Oh shit! Like, how do you do that?" And I remember him like going like, "Dude, this game is getting so hard," and I was like, "Damn! Like, can't you block or anything?" He's like, "No, you can't block in this game." And then the other one was Castlevania Lords of Shadow 2. Fallen did it. He used to work on the channel, and like for some reason in this game, like you can jump in the game, but for some reason he wasn't jumping. It was just in his gameplay. It's not that he was sucking, but he wasn't jumping. And there is this one comment that I'll always remember for the rest of my life, where he was just like, if you could just jump one time, just so I know that you can jump, please, just one time, just jump. Like, and then I remember telling him after, I was like, "Hey, bro, did you know you can jump in the game?" And he's like, "Yeah, I know you can jump." I'm like, man,
I just never used
the jump. Like, what the hell?
Yeah, the roll isn't very useful, kids. Honestly, it's not. Because when you're rolling, you're not shooting. If you're not shooting, you're not doing damage. If you're not doing damage, the enemy's still alive. If the enemy's still alive, it can kill you.
Does it give you like a speed burst at least? Like you roll out of
roll? No. You're just rolling just to roll. Like, it just lowers your hitbox. And these motherfuckers got aimbot at round 10 anyway. That's how I died so fast. He literally had a laser, and no matter what I did, he was on me. Maybe the roll breaks the laser, but I was dying so fast I didn't get the chance to test it. So
I guess if it lowers your hitbox, that is helpful. Like if you're running away, but like you said, they're aimbotting your ass anyway. They're gunning you down regardless. I think we should do Brotherhood on Wednesday and Friday. I'm down to continue it. Cause then on Monday we should be doing Stray. That's when I believe it comes out on Tuesday, but we would play it on Monday.
Sounds dope. Probably beat it within 8 hours, maybe.
You think
so?
so?
Not for watching cutscenes. No.
Yeah, no, definitely watch the cutscenes. No, yeah, no way you'll beat it in 8 hours. It's like an 11-hour game with the cutscenes. Well, actually, I don't know. Actually, Brotherhood might be a little shorter.
it's not a long game, but because like if you know how to play the game, it's not gonna be that long.
Yeah.
Like based off traversal mechanics, shortcuts, when to throw a smoke bomb, when to kill, when to hide, type of game.
What game are you guys talking about?
Brotherhood.
AC?
Oh,
AC
AC Brotherhood. Oh, I'm like.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like Brotherhood.
Javi, can you think of a game? I was telling them like the 2 times I remember, like, cause somebody told Mystery like, hey, you know you can roll, right? And he's like, yeah, I know I can roll. He started rolling. Yeah, I knew that. Like, what the fuck? I knew you could roll. But I was telling them the 2 examples of Metal Gear Rising. Mariano beat the whole game without parrying.
And then what was it? Fallen. Can you just please show me you can jump?
Just please, just one time, just jump,
Tell me you know
please. Just press the button.
I think now that Mystery got that message, I'm still the only person that hasn't gotten a message like that.
Really? Oh man.
I can't think. I mean, granted, I unfortunately I don't read every comment either, but
That's fortunately, not unfortunately. Fuck that.
no, I can't read them. I wish.
Damn. Are we starting the who's the GOAT in GOP conversation? Because Javi just submitted the first ballot Hall of Fame like credentials. Like,
Have nobody criticized, or he didn't read the criticism, so I don't know.
no,
There's somebody to criticize everything. So I don't
no.
know.
Javi's criticisms on the channel has been his editing a couple times. That's what his criticisms has been.
Yeah, especially early on.
Yeah, with Mariano's gameplay style is always like he doesn't play the game cinematically. He plays it like whatever the best way to play the game is. Like he's a fucking robot. Like he'll just like if the best way to beat an enemy is to shoot him from long distance like a million times in a row, then that's what he's gonna do, you know? And then he's had to learn to be more like, all right, I gotta get mixy here. Like I gotta, yeah.
Yeah, I think I had a good mind for it in the beginning because like I mean it's still hard to play that way. Like, you know.
Yeah.
It's still really hard to play like that and think of like, oh, what's the best? How does this look best? But like I know.
Continue.
I was just gonna say, I think early on I was okay at it. I wasn't great at it, but like one of my favorite comments still was one of like the ones where it was for BioShock.
Yeah, for Infinite.
The first one?
No. It was I think it was the first or second one. It was the one with the little sisters for sure. And there was a part where I think I'm assuming it's the first one because it's where you put the little sisters in the little like tunnel thing. And so they can escape, like so they can go back home. And I remember I like made it seem like I tried to, and I consciously did it, try to make my character kind of like if it was helping her up.
Yeah.
With just the way the camera moves, which is, I mean, it looked kind of silly, but I remember someone commented that.
Somebody saw it. Like they know you're acting in the scene basically, like, and they noticed
in a
it.
way,
Yeah.
Which is crazy because it was a small portion of a non-dialogue part that someone noticed. And
Yeah.
that really felt good.
Javi called me crying.
Dude, no, BioShock in general was a lot of like me crying because of our fans. You know?
Fallen X100 said, I love you, GOP. Mike, the game movies you upload changed my life. I watched 50 plus movie cutscenes. Thank you so much, man, because I don't have time to play all those games. Thank you for your channel. It truly changed my life, brother. Thank you, bro. I appreciate that. I'm pretty sure that's not Fallen. That's some different Fallen. So thank you. Thank you, Fallen X100. Kid says, my favorite way to play is to think later, shoot first.
Yeah, that's the way he plays.
Yeah, I mean, I remember for the recent DLC for the Witch Queen, there was a lot of parts where like, not that I wasn't paying attention, but like people I know I saw comments where people were like, oh, you did, like you're just like, you know, there's something being described and I couldn't find it right away. Like I wasn't paying attention to like what they were talking about, and it's just like, why didn't you look up here while they were talking about it? I'm like, dude, I'm sorry. Like,
yeah. Sometimes that happens too, where it's like, for example, when we're playing like Modern Warfare 2 on last stream, it's so hard to focus like when you're talking to somebody. And I know a lot of times because so by the way, Chad, we used to have an office and we had like 4 setups there where we all work at the office. So sometimes like we be talking, you know, or like we're just like, but you're also playing the game, so then it can get a little distracting. Fallen says thank you as well, Mystery Mr. R.
Hey, let's go.
Mateus says, me too, this channel helps me a lot to study the English language. Thank you so much. Thank you, Mateus. Yeah, thank you. We appreciate. I've actually seen a lot of comments like that too, which a lot of people have really been upset with us when we don't use subtitles. But we 99% of the time we use subtitles. The only time that we don't use subtitles is if it's not available, or if we already did the game and this is like we're redoing it in like 4K or in like some other thing,
yeah,
you know.
Cinematic.
Yeah, for cinematic purposes.
Yeah, cause yeah, I think I remember there was a time where we're like, should we put subtitles?
Yeah, in the beginning.
In the beginning, we're like, what is the best to do? It's like it does reach a wider audience when you put subtitles to, like, yeah, like Mateus is able to, you know, pause and like basically, what is it? Just Google Translate or translate whatever's going on.
I'll be honest too, for us, like part of the reason we like subtitles for us too, because it makes it easier to edit. So that's why we like doing it too, because when we're scrolling through the video, it's easy to see like when people are talking, then you know something might be going on. But if you go through like a long portion where nobody's talking, then it's easy to cut that out.
Yeah, especially when there's dialogue, important dialogue that isn't cutscene.
Yeah.
That's the best subtitles are so great for being able to catch that, and we like to think that we try to get as much, you know, important non cutscene dialogue as we can to make everything as fluid as we can, you know, because we're still playing a game, and the game just kind of dictates what we can do.
Yeah, yeah.
You know, unless you're Mike and you're crazy and you do the GTA director's cut.
Damn right. And then
which is amazing.
The Halo director's cut too. We have Halo 2 director's cut, which I didn't edit. Props to Horizon Cinema. Halo 3 director's cut, which I didn't edit. Props to the Halo channel. Halo 4 director's cut, Halo Reach director's cut, which I edited both, and the GTA 5 director's cut, which I had to delete from the channel, but it was the best videos ever.
It was definitely your most ambitious project.
Yeah.
We're about to refresh the share play real quick.
All right. How many members do you guys have working on your channel? I think you said 5 people worked in the office. This is interesting. This channel is so special. Wait, let me rejoin this real quick.
Yeah. We have two basic co-owners, I guess, that work on the channel.
Yeah.
Which is Mike and Mariano, which if you've ever watched our really old streams, you might have caught them, but I don't know if anyone's here from that.
Yeah.
We have myself and Mystery, who are like, I guess, 2 of the
workhorses.
Yeah, the workhorses that aren't co-owners, you know? Because Mariano's also a workhorse, right?
Yeah, no, for sure. Mariano's
yeah,
like,
I mean, and you, of course. I'm not gonna like sorry. Yeah. Do we have a person from Hawaii, correct?
Yeah, Kurt. So that's
Kurt from Hawaii.
That's 5. We also have 2 channel partners, but one of them doesn't work on the channel anymore, which is Yik. And his channel started taking off. So he has like 40,000 subs. He did the Star Wars Old Republic movies. A lot of people love those.
Yeah, and he did a lot of like MMO.
Yeah, and he edited stuff too, which is nice.
Yeah.
And then there's Tamil, who still posts videos on the channel. And then throughout the years, we still have like George, who right now he's not working on the channel, but like he's put a lot of shit on the channel, and he still will in the future.
Yeah. We definitely have people that can like especially during like heavy months of games where like, you know, we'll all be working on a game and we need someone to come in. We have a few people that can jump in if need be. But I guess
we have like one person for a couple of genres of games.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. So we do have, I would say like 5 like people that work like
Full time.
like
Yeah, like full time. And then there's a lot of kind of people on the peripheries. Yeah, I would say like I'm definitely not like a workhorse anymore in that sense because I handle so much of the business side, the extra stuff, like going to go get the games, communicating with companies, even like for the stream, like I take hours just to research how to do stuff, you know, like
thumbnails, titles, everything.
Yeah, all
Mike
that
is the
type
one
of
that
stuff.
teaches us. He teaches every single one of us, because none of us, especially like when I mean, I don't know about mystery, because I don't know how proficient you were in stuff, but especially in the beginning when we started, like all those years ago, Mike was the one like, all right, this is how we edit. This is like, he was the one teaching me, you know, very basic, just so we can get the work done, basically. But you know, he was the one looking everything up, like so that he can explain it, like dumb it down for me, basically.
I would say I knew a lot of it, but Mike really just helped me hone that skill, that side of it. The title structure, the thumbnail, like the thumbnail should look like this. It's too dark, and like settings, just everything.
Yeah, like Mystery for sure, because he had his own, and still does have his own channel. So he's always been like YouTube literate. But I'm definitely the one, like if they ever have any trouble with their PC or something, like I'm the one they call. Like, this is not working. What the fuck? Sub GOP boys, this is my first time catching you guys live. Can hear what everyone's favorite games are, and that's in the call. For sure. I'll answer that in a little bit. Wow, I knew it took a lot of people to upload such 4K and high quality game movies. We'll also get back to that. And when did this game come out? It's been in early access for a year, but it just got a full release. So it's a really low key independent game, but Mystery's been playing it for the channel, so we just figured like, hey, why not just continue doing it on stream? But yeah, my favorite game, so there's 3 of us in the call, me, Mystery, who's the other person on camera, and Javi, who's not on camera, but you can hear his voice. My favorite game ever is The Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time. By far, I've played the game, I beat it like 6 times, and I beat the Master Quest twice, which is like a separate game. So it's my favorite game of all time. Mystery?
Javi, we'll go in age because we're all different ages.
Yeah.
So you can tell by our answers.
Our generations. Damn, this motherfucker. That's his way of saying I'm old. Like.
Ocarina of Time.
Mine, I have to say Destiny. Destiny, in like the whole series in general, has been like the last 10 years of it has been something that I non-stop play forever. And even though I don't play it as much as I used to, I mean, it's by far my favorite game.
Well, Javi, I want to ask personally, what was your favorite game before Destiny came out? Well, then Destiny's been out for what, like 8 years now or something like that?
Yeah, almost 10 years, I think.
2013.
2013.
2013.
At least the first one, yeah.
I guess that's a perfect answer then, yeah. I was just like, well, what came out? What was before Destiny? Oh, yeah.
Before Destiny, I mean, it was probably either something like, I mean, honestly, like
Pokemon.
I think I would say it's a little bit, it's like not a, actually, recently I got huge news, but Mega Man Battle Network, the series.
Oh, I saw they're re-releasing it, or?
They're re-releasing it for the Switch finally, and it hasn't had a release since the original Game Boy games.
That's crazy.
Damn.
So that was definitely my favorite, because I'm a huge Mega Man fan of like the old 2D ones, but this one was like a 9x9 grid style battle.
Okay.
Javi, look at my camera. Look at my camera. I got a pop figure.
I see it.
Yeah.
Yeah, Mega Man's probably one of my favorite characters of a video game in general. Mega Man 0 and stuff, but yeah, if we're talking before Destiny, it was probably
Biggie.
Yeah. I would say mine has been Splinter Cell. Like ever since I was young, I would enjoy playing the stealth action. And like Splinter Cell, like literally you can ask like my mom, I would literally like be crouching and sneaking around the house trying to scare her and everything. Like, so yeah, I'd say Splinter Cell.
All
But
I gotta
then
say.
You
Oh,
like
right.
Battlefield 3. Battlefield 3
Okay.
for like my multiplayer side, Battlefield 3, but story wise, it'd be like Splinter Cell.
Jeez.
I gotta say, I'm glad we have someone that can do stealth games.
You're right. Oh my god, can't stand stealth. We're playing when he was playing Miles Morales on stream, and then he was like all taking his time, stealthily killing. I'm like, what are you doing? Like, like get in there, man. Like,
Spider-Man.
yeah.
This isn't Batman.
Dude, I just love the whole taking out everybody just one by one. I don't know why. But I was like, literally during Miles Morales, I was like, there's nothing really stopping me from going in and just beating all their asses.
You're Spider-Man.
yeah, it's fucking Spider-Man for real. Hey Travis, welcome to the stream, man. Nice to have you here. Appreciate you.
It's lit.
Um,
Continue token. Okay, let's go. Oh no, I was talking about
Yeah,
this.
I'm surprised, Mike, you didn't say Halo, but I guess that's.
well, I mean, you know, it's always between those two.
Yeah.
I love Halo, and I think probably Halo 3 is probably the game I played the most. Maybe Modern Warfare 2, but it's just, man, like Ocarina of Time is just special, man. To me, it's just like it's just transformed. It like transports you into a different world. Like no other game does that to me. You know?
I think Zelda, especially 3D Zeldas, because I mean, not that 2D Zeldas don't. It's just a little bit harder to translate.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Or not 2. Yeah, they're 2D. But for me, even I mean, Breath of the Wild did it. You know, but I remember because I didn't play Ocarina. I've never played Ocarina actually.
Mm-hmm.
Like all the way through.
Yeah.
I played it, just not all the way through.
Yeah.
But for me, it was definitely Wind Waker.
Yeah, and
I
that
did
one
that.
too. Yeah, and that one too. I mean, they're so good, man. They're
That
all
was
good.
That was like the first game I could say because I didn't have like outside of like having a Game Boy, I didn't have console. That was the first game on my GameCube that I like beat fully.
And it feels like such an accomplishment when you get to the end. You know.
Dude, oh my, the fight! I mean, the fights were so sick in that game.
Yeah.
All of them.
I
And
gotta ask you guys, when you guys do stuff cinematically, do you ever just like hold your breath to like capture it perfectly?
What do you mean?
like playing.
like-
Physically hold my breath?
Yeah, like yeah, like literally.
Really?
Like say so like you said when you did was it Bioshock when you raised her in the air, were you like focusing so you can get the
Yeah,
shot perfectly?
I tried my best with what I, you know, because the game obviously the camera isn't first person, so it's kind of hard to
Yeah.
show that, you know. But I did, yeah.
Yeah, did you hold your breath or were you just focused?
Not for that, but like for something like, let's say, like I'll give you an example. I'm not necessarily holding my breath, but the Destiny DLC had a lot of like kind of like jump scares almost, like kind of like a lot of creepy moments and just kind of jump scares. Not that I got jump scared, but I did try to make my character look like he was jumping.
Yeah.
You know, like he would like double
Like-
take or something
To like sink in with it.
to
Yeah.
sink in with the creepiness. Yeah, I tried, you know.
Yeah.
You know, I tried to, you know,
Mike,
it's
do
kind
you
of.
ever do that?
I don't think I play enough for the channel to even. No, I don't think I. No, I definitely don't. Why you do?
Yeah, I did it just now when I load into this map because I know it's a beautiful map. So I'll like look around slowly, look at the moon, but I will hold my breath the whole time I do it. And I was wondering if you guys ever did anything like that.
No.
Like it's kind of like a sniper. Like a sniper holds their breath before they take the shot.
Yeah.
That's how I felt. Like I'm trying to capture this moment. I don't want to fuck up, so I'm holding my breath and just moving. the stick
Okay.
slowly.
Okay,
Yeah.
see, I don't hold my breath, but I do think I try to like. I've done that in quite a few games where like I see like a cinematic or like like especially it's so hard to do it in a game that you don't know, like you're playing blind.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because you don't know where to look to make it cinematic. You know what I mean? So sometimes like,
No,
it's very.
Javi, I just thought of a moment where you fucked up.
Oh, okay.
Ghost of Tsushima.
Oh, that's different.
Yeah, I know that wasn't the same thing, but that just reminded me because like you're like in the cave, right? And then it like you look out the cave and it's a beautiful scenic thing. You look out and then you're supposed to walk on the ledge and then what you just fell off the ledge.
Yeah, so I don't know if you've seen have you seen Ghost of Tsushima, the island of Tiki or what is it?
Yeah, it was like the DLC.
I
Yeah,
remember
the DLC.
Yeah, I played it.
So you know, after you, there's like a moment you're coming out of a cage and you just see the ocean, and then you see the island, and then there's like a broken boat. So I was very cinematically walking out, all slow and shit, and then I try to like jump onto the little like platform, but I didn't hit it correctly, and my character just hit the side of it, slid down, and splashed into the water. And the unfortunate part is, I guess the fortunate part, it was still so cinematic that Mike just left it in.
Yeah, but it was like, dude, come on, like.
I don't know why. I think sometimes for like a blooper like that, like, cause it's like you're trying and then you fuck it up, but it's like, it's so funny that it's like, just keep it in.
Yeah.
Like,
I mean, there was a lot of people
sometimes I
talking
keep my
about it,
bloopers
but
in. Yeah, exactly. Because people will be like, oh shit, what the hell? Like,
yeah.
it might ruin the immersion, but it brings a different type of immersion.
Yeah,
It
was definitely that like that what is it, that like that sound, you know, that sound that just takes you out of things. I forget what it's called, but it's just like like it's a beautiful cinematic scene, and then
All right, I'm gonna put it on the stream right now. Hold on, this shit this shit had me dying because I was like, wow, like Javi, great job. Oh no,
dude, it would have been my most like beautiful shot ever.
All right, hold on. I'm gonna mute the Elgato real quick. Let me do screen capture display. Not window capture. That's
Hey
what it is.
Jackson, what's up? Hey Trav, did you? I think I would kind of wish it had like a timer on the side. I don't know if it has it for you, like so you know when people.
You know,
like,
when they
the
put
message.
it, when they put the
Yeah.
message. No, I don't think it does. Yeah, hold your breath like a sniper in the army. Yeah, pretty much. Like, I do that for every good shot that I see. I literally like hold my breath and I focus in on it because I don't want to fuck it up.
All right, so stream. This is what we're talking about right now. We're like, Javi like was trying to play this cinematically for the game movie, and this is what happened.
It works. The thing that sucks is I'm like 2 seconds behind or some shit.
Yeah.
Oh, God.
Look at that vista. Look at this beautiful game. What a game movie player this guy is. Wow. Oh!
Oh my God.
Oh my God. I think you even wanted to redo it, but you couldn't at that point.
Yeah.
I keep it in, like,
Because I even timed it perfectly where I stopped right as the title was coming out.
damn, dude.
And
Had it
then I
all
was
set
like,
up. All set up.
Oh God.
Do you guys ever add anything to your game movies, like a sound effect or something like that?
I don't.
Or maybe an edit? Because I remember, like, for like some scenes, I'll put like Yakuza is like a perfect one, and I pretty much do this every time. So there's this anime. I know you've seen it, Javi. JoJo's Bizarre Adventure.
I've seen some of it. Yeah.
Well, you know the Aura memes and shit like that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
Anytime there's one of those, like, where they're just like constantly punching like rapidly, like, I always put like the sound effect, but I'll put it like low, but I'll put it in the background. So if you notice, you notice. And every time I do it, bro, people are like, oh my God, I love that you put that in there. Like, bro, that's so hilarious. Like, every time. I did it in Vanquish Remaster, I did it in Yakuza.
See, but I think for like Yakuza, it fits.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know if it would fit for like, you know, for like something like that. If Mike would have put like a dun, 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 like, or like, you know, some kind of like bell sound, you know. I don't think it would work.
No.
No, I'll put it like whenever it's.
Yeah,
like, if it's
dude.
something related to that, then I'll do it. Like, because it's usually like a crazy boss fight. I don't know if I will put it in like Metal Gear Rising, wherever you're punching the senator and he's doing the punch. I probably wouldn't put it in there because the music is so like. I mean, the music in itself is a meme. Like, Metal Gear itself is a meme.
Yeah,
So
that's
I
what I
don't
was
think
gonna say.
putting
'Cause
two memes would fit.
maybe not in like a main series Metal Gear, because it kind of like it's a little bit serious. But I think Rising, I haven't played it, but it seems kind of like outrageous already.
It is. They're like,
Yeah.
but it's crazy because it's like, it's outrageous, but it became real. Like, remember, I don't want to be super political, but just because of this, like, Donald Trump's whole thing was make America great again. But like, what, like 5 years before he became president, the senator says, "I will make America great again." Like, he said it before Donald Trump said it, so it's like, it's
What you're
perfect.
saying is Donald is a Kojima fan.
Well, just so you guys know, that's from Reagan, which is where Trump stole it from.
Oh, okay. So Kojima stole it from
Yeah,
Reagan.
Yeah, exactly.
I knew it was from somewhere else. I didn't know, but I just thought it was funny. Like,
Yeah.
like
There's
that.
but it's funny how those lines get blurred too, because there's like another example of that is there's that movie with Denzel and Bruce Willis, and it's like a military takeover of New York. I forgot what happened. It's like a terrorist attack, and like almost like word for word, some of the stuff that Bruce Willis said, George Bush said, and it was like, dude, is he just copying like the movie? Like literally did the writers, his speech writers, just look at the movie and just copy what Bruce Willis said?
That's a good.
Like,
Write that down. Write that down.
yeah. Oh man, that was fire. Oh. Let me see. Fallen says, on average, how long did you guys say it took you guys to edit and upload the game cutscenes from start to finish for games like Ghost of Tsushima? On your channel, it says the PS4 Pro version is almost 7 hours long. The PS5 version is 8 hours long. Wow. Yeah, you know what? So, of course, it just depends on the game. So, my rule of thumb is this. If a game is, let's say, 10 hours long, it will take you about 5 hours to edit it. And if you want to render it in 4K, 60 frames, it probably takes about 1.5 the length of however long the video is. So if the video is 7 hours long, it probably took like 10.5 hours to render, and then the upload,
Like,
you know.
Oh god, the upload is
Ridiculous. Yeah, it's ridiculous. That's the reason why we had the office before. I literally got the office. I bought a condo just because I wanted to have fiber internet, because where I live, I don't have fiber internet. Not available. So yeah, that's it. Just depends on how long. Now sometimes like Javi just finished Digimon, and I think that game was like 80 hours.
It's like 80 hours plus, and that's only what I recorded too.
Yeah, and the game movie is like 20 some hours. I know Mystery did Persona 5, and I don't know how long that took you. Like,
That's probably another like 80 plus hour game.
yeah.
The reason why Persona wasn't that bad is because like you put it on the easiest difficulty and it's just a cakewalk. But there's so much dialogue that it like pretty much evens out.
Yeah,
So it's like
so it's an easy edit, right?
easy edit, definitely. Recording, it's just it takes a long time to render.
Yeah,
it
because
and stuff like
the Digimon games, at least the one that I played, is similar in the sense that it's kind of like a Persona game. Kind
Damn.
of like that JRPG style, and there's a lot of dialogue and stuff.
Yeah, it always depends on the genre as well. Stuff
Yeah,
like
it
that.
depends. Yeah, because sometimes, like I know, like yeah, for example, like Ghost of Tsushima probably took us, like so let's say 4 hours of mic rendering, and then 10 hours of 4 hours of editing, and then a 10-hour render. Not including, we're not gonna include upload because that's irrelevant. Like that's like we have no control over that. you know?
Yeah.
But
Sometimes
it's also easier for us because we have multiple. So like Javi plays a game and then Mike edits it. But while Mike is editing, Javi is also still recording. They just send it.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I mean, it's like it's a long time. I mean, what was it? One of the worst ones because we had to do it like as it came out was Assassin's Creed Valhalla.
Oh my god.
Oh, yeah.
But luckily we got that a week early from Ubisoft.
Yeah, that's the only reason.
Shout out to Ubisoft. And even then we're like on the clock, like
Because we had other games too, and then I remember right after that I worked on Cyberpunk straight after.
Yeah. Oh, that's right. That's right.
sleep.
Yeah,
That's
no
right.
sleep.
And then Cyberpunk was such a big disappointment. Like I thought, I was,
It was a big disappointment, but you made me play it twice.
yeah.
Sweatshop. Hey, get back to
No,
work.
I mean, no, you didn't make me. I mean, Mike. You know,
I made him.
Mike's pretty good about like, you know, we'll talk about it and like, and he'll
It's
be
crazy
like, you know, should we do
Cyberpunk
it?
was such a bad thing. Like, even I was supposed to do a playthrough. I was supposed to do the Corpo playthrough, but I had a PS4 version. And the PS4 version was, goddamn, you can barely even run it.
Yeah, it's terrible, man. It's so terrible. You know, the earlier question you asked, I think it was either Radiant or Fallen, was about like, oh, I knew it was a lot of people to do all these games in 4K. It's like, yeah, I assure you, any big channel, like any channel that gets to a certain level, there's a team. Even like PewDiePie, who's just him, but he has a full team of people who work with him. Like whether it's like social media manager, editor, blah blah blah. Like there's just always a team of people. Cause like once the channel gets big to a certain level, it just takes a lot of people. Yeah, it's hard to keep up. It's so competitive.
Yeah.
I think
The streamers as well.
Yeah.
People think it's just YouTubers, but it's streamers as well.
Yeah, it becomes a business. Like you become a business into your own. So that's been the cool part. I think for us, since Gamers Little Playground is, I say this with full confidence. Like I even if it sounds egotistical, like we are the game movie channel. Period. I don't care what like other people do game movies, but we are the channel for game movies. And I think that what we did better than everybody else is we figured out that aspect of it, the technology of it. Like, how do you render the fastest? How can you combine videos the fastest? How can you upload the fastest? Like, how do you work the fastest and keep the quality up? And I think, you know, that was, even though like our work is not creative work in that sense, is like that's where we shine. That's where we outdid everybody else.
There's a reason why there's so many people that show up and say, "Oh, I remember watching you as a kid." I mean,
Yeah,
I'm proof of that because I was a kid watching this channel, and now I'm here working with them.
it's crazy, man. Life
I
is
didn't know
crazy,
it was
man.
anybody else. It was just DLP. I didn't know anybody else.
In the
You type in
beginning,
game movies, DLP.
yeah. So, Fallen, yeah, in the beginning there was, it was basically Mike and another person, and then eventually I came aboard, and it was just me and him for a while. Like that's when we started, like when Mike decided to build up the channel.
Yeah, it was yeah. I literally started by myself, and back then I would only do like 1 or 2 game movies a week, and that's it. I didn't even do any other type of videos. I just did game movies, and then that second person was named Fallen.
Not this Fallen.
Not this Fallen, but somebody else named Fallen. And then yeah, after he left, Javi was the one that came on. And then Javi would have stayed on, but Javi was in a difficult situation because if you don't mind me saying,
my
yeah,
mom was going through chemo.
yeah, his mom was sick, and then like he went back to school for a little bit, and then so like he kind of like, yeah, it's just
I wasn't able to be there like I was. Yeah,
Yeah.
it was definitely one of those things where like up until I basically moved out,
Mhm.
my mom didn't really understand.
Yeah,
She always was like, you should get a good job or whatever. And not that I think YouTube is gonna last. Like I'm worried sometimes that it might not last forever because, with the way YouTube works and stuff, it's gonna go good. Don't get me wrong, but it is a scary thought that because my mom was scared.
and she should be. I mean, I don't blame her. Yeah.
Yeah, but at the time she really wanted me to go back to school. And I really didn't. I wasn't, I had no desire to go back. And I did, and it wasn't worth it.
School's not for everybody.
Yeah, I mean, exactly. Yeah, it was just not for me. But like I said, like Mike helped me out during, like I was working a part-time, and then Mike gave me a little bit of like a bonus to like basically help him out because we knew the channel wasn't going to be doing anything in the beginning.
Yeah. This was back when, I mean, we only had like 5,000 subs at the time. Like I didn't have anything. Cause
Yeah, and within a year, we like almost 100 times what we had.
yeah, it's crazy.
It is. I remember when I was first watching, I think it was like 15,000 subs, around that number.
That's crazy, man. I literally I did cry when we hit the million. Like I cried because it was like so many.
Who wouldn't? We put in so much effort. Who wouldn't cry?
Yeah, I mean.
Yeah, especially Mike for sure. I mean,
I'm a crybaby too. Like honestly.
no, I wasn't. Okay, sorry, I wasn't trying to say you're crybaby, but no, the work he put in, the work Mike put in, like he had a stable job.
Yeah.
He had a stable job. You know, he could have
finally
just
done
been
with
doing.
this fucking challenge. Alright, talk.
He could have been doing that, and you know, been pretty much okay. I think maybe not happy. I don't know how happy he was. I mean, he was helping kids. Don't get me wrong. He was a substitute teacher, so he was helping kids. So. But I'm sure when Mike jumped in on this, he took a huge risk.
Yeah, I remember my whole family. I mean, my cousins understood. They supported me, but like my aunts and uncles, they would talk shit about me, cause I went to a good school. I went to UC Berkeley, so like
Berkeley.
And then I was also the first in my family to go to college, and we're a family of immigrants, of Latin. Like my parents are immigrants, families are all immigrants. So it's just, there's a lot of expectations. We're like, oh, okay, well, he thinks he's better than everybody because he went to college. And then after that, it's just like, oh, so he went to college just so that he can make YouTube videos. And like, you know, like he's just at home making YouTube videos. And like in the beginning, I wasn't, the very first check from YouTube, which I didn't even get because you need to make $100. It was, I had $9 the first month. It was from YouTube, $9, and I couldn't even get that money because you need to make at least 100 before they give you the money. So it was definitely a big risk. I sacrificed my second half of my 20s for the channel. Honestly, like I didn't do anything. Like I just worked on the channel for years. Now I get to enjoy it more. Now like I do more stuff, but I definitely like sacrificed my 20s for it.
And look where you are, though. Like, I mean, it's a
Now he
sacrifice,
has
but
other
like,
people working for him.
yeah.
Now, I mean, it worked out luckily. Very. But that's cool, Fallen. He's like, I also grew up watching this channel. He's 24 years old now. That's crazy.
That's wild.
Yeah. Those are my favorite comments, to be honest. I've seen a lot of them recently because I've actually searched for them, because we get so many comments that it's hard to keep up. But sometimes I'll just search for like, oh, I wonder, like, grow up, and then I see like people comment that just to make me feel better. Just give me feel warm inside.
Great, more missions.
I like how enthusiastic you are.
kid,
You say you like the
help
game.
me find out.
I know. It's so much fun.
No, I feel the same way. Like when I'm playing Destiny and I'm like
Used to
doing
be
like some like really
downstairs,
long
but
like exotic
who the
mission.
red
I'm
hell do
like,
you think you're
I
talking
love
to?
Destiny so much.
That you're standing in the presence
Bro,
of a 666?
Mystery Javi is the biggest rager to ever live.
no,
Like,
yeah.
he's such a rager. Oh my god.
Do you think you
Oh
are?
yeah, never play
Yeah.
outside of like
You're the
never
one
play with
causing
me
all
any
the
game
ruckus
like
around town.
off stream.
Yeah.
Or I guess
like
specifically
ruckus.
don't play Overwatch
Listen,
with me
kid,
off
the
stream.
666 have been raising hell since
Uh,
Gilly was
Overwatch
gaming in
2's
his
coming
face.
out. We gotta do the
Yeah.
game movie. Come on, Javi.
Bells and whistles and virtual transmorphic or whatever. Just
Um,
our speed.
Radiant says, since this channel takes a whole team and you guys are a faceless channel, how do you get funding? Like, I don't really hear anyone making sponsored ads.
Sticking it to the man.
Well, the thing is,
But why shouldn't
we
do it like
have,
we did in
because
the good old days?
we get a lot of views
Smashing empty bottles
and
against
we
white
have
collar
a
office
lot of
buildings
watch
at 3
time.
a.m.
We actually do make a significant amount of money just through ad revenues, like just through the ad
All right,
revenue
then.
on
I'll give you a
YouTube. That's
shot,
how we
kid.
make money.
Show me how you chop it
Um,
up in there. And the
so it's just a
Brotherhood will
different
throw a
structure
weight behind
because
Billy's new game.
like for example, like we have this video called the Arbiter story. It's just like all the Arbiter stuff put together from all of Halo, and that video on average gets watched 50 minutes on average, and this is millions of views. Now, when you consider like how many ads pop up within those 50 minutes, as opposed to somebody who maybe gets like a million views just off rip, but their video is only like 4 minutes long. It's like it's just a different business structure than normal YouTube, and that's a lot of the no commentary channels are this way, where it's just like we make a lot of money off of ad revenue.
Yeah, I mean, and then granted, you know, we appreciate you guys being here because that's one of the points of us doing the stream.
Yeah.
Especially, I mean, Mike and Mystery. One of the big things is we don't want to necessarily. I mean, not that we want to be a face. No, I mean maybe if it grows that way, we'll do it. But we definitely basically taking a shot and seeing if it'll work. Because we were doing what worked for us before. Basically, that's how we were doing it.
Yeah.
You know? But you know, if streaming is able to work, you know, Mike and Mystery are going to be putting in the time. Hopefully, you know,
I do need a favor.
hopefully we'll be able to grow this, and
As the
eventually we
president
will be able
of
to
my
do
school
sponsors.
robotics club, also recruiting members.
Yeah.
Or we will get sponsored ads. Because we do get, I guess we do get
and a super sweet gift.
ads. We do get. I mean, technically, any ad you see on our thing is sponsoring us because they're paying us.
Will you play for me?
You know, but
Or are you gonna
Well-
hopefully this won't.
much?
Or is it different?
No, you're right. But I mean, yeah, like we do get offers,
Of course you will.
but they're usually kind of low because it's a faceless channel, so we don't take them. I'm willing to sell out, and when I say sell out, I mean like I don't mean it like a sellout, but I mean like sell out my time for the right amount of money. But I mean, we've done a couple. I would say we've done about 10 sponsored ads, and there's also sometimes where people pay us to post trailers, which we've done too. But yeah, like I think that like we don't get a lot of what we would like to get on that end, so we just don't do it. Like it's just not worth it. I'm not gonna do a raid Shadow Legends for like $300. Like I'm not gonna do it. Like I'll do it for $5,000. like
Yeah, but not only that, it's kind of like it didn't fit the structure of our game.
Yeah, exactly. Because go ahead.
No, I was just gonna say, which is like I said, we're trying something new. We're trying to see if that's what we can possibly kind of like fall into. I guess. Not fall into, but like grow into, so that you know. Here we have Mystery, you know, playing the latest update to a game, and you know, but he's like a sponsor of it.
Yeah. No, I definitely. That's one of the reasons we streaming now, and we are gonna start streaming, like you're saying, is just for that. It's just kind of like we wanted to be more connected to our community, which is because we're faceless, we're really distant. And I know Mystery came on to GOP like 2 years ago. And he wanted to start streaming like day one. Like he wanted to stream right away. But I've always been really like careful about, because I've experienced so many people, and all of you know this in life. Like everybody tells you what the fuck they're gonna do before they actually do it. Like everybody will tell you up and down from here to Kingdom Come about what they're gonna do, about what they're gonna accomplish, about how much they're gonna get done, but then they don't do it. And then like, so I didn't wanna let Mystery stream, to be honest, because I didn't know if he was gonna be dedicated. But then he's been like the most dedicated person ever the last 2 years. And then it's just the time came where it was just like, man, let's do it. Let's get connected to the community. Let's start. Why not? Why not post the game, movie, and play the game live on the same day? You know, it's like it'd be really cool. It should be fun.
And we did try this before too, or something similar. We tried to connect to the community, but it just at the time it just wasn't the right time.
Yeah.
It didn't feel like the right time, and like with Mystery, you know, I think Mystery has definitely kind of like, how do you say?
Go ahead, ask.
Given us the confidence.
But my
I guess,
answer stands.
Definitely.
I'm glad I can inspire you.
exactly. Yeah, it's given us. It's given. I mean, more importantly, it's given because in the end of the day, Mike has a say in what we do.
Below my pay
You know, and he likes to. I think I like to think that he knows what's
Which
best for
astral
the channel.
plane are we on?
Obviously, look at it where we are.
Again,
You
so
know?
I can just as quickly
But
forget.
he was able to like basically it was definitely one of those things
by
where Mystery
far
kind of
the
just
worst.
inspired that
Everyone's so
confidence
dirty
in
and
Mike
flabby and,
to let's
well,
do it.
whatever you are.
Yeah, let's give it a try.
It's also good that
From
Mike
my
inspired himself to do it
corporeal
too. Like
Oh,
ever since I was on vacation, he was like, "Man, when you get back, we're gonna do this and that." I was like, "Okay, let's do it." I've been waiting. Let's do it.
Do you realize how?
Well, we almost didn't do it because Mystery was about to stay in Korea, motherfucker. Like,
Yeah, so I had like an offer come across my desk, but when I was sitting and think about it, you know, it's like, why? Like, why? When I can do the streams and, you know, have fun, play the games, why sell my soul back to the government? Even though they're gonna pay for my housing, like, I'm really sitting and debating about it in my hotel room. Like, that's why I called Mike. I was like, I at least want to tell him,
yeah.
you know, but I was like, no, I can't do that.
I was so mad. I was so like, this motherfucker. Like, I was about to delete your playlist off the channel. I was like, get
God
this
bitch. Like, I found something better later.
Yeah, late. Do you guys deal with a copyright crap? Oh my god. Like, yeah, like, this is like,
Then we'll discuss.
the level of shit with copyright with us is so bad. Honestly, we've gotten really good at it because we know the game. Like, we'll turn off music on games we know are gonna get copyrighted. We'll lower it on other games that have a lot of sound effects.
On some games, we can't take them off.
Yeah, but the worst part about it is like, you can have a fucking 10-hour video and one 20-second song plays in the background somewhere, and if it gets copyrighted, the entire video like goes to that company. It makes no sense whatsoever. Like, it's completely illogical. And yes, like, we had to deal with it a lot, but yeah, we've gotten a lot better at it over the years. But there's been times too before, what would happen a lot is like, you wouldn't get copyrights for a long time, and then all of a sudden, like 3 years later, you get like 10,000 copyrights at once, and then you got to deal with them at once.
But yeah, no, I was gonna say, yeah, it's hard for copyrights because like I said, we try to like keep the game movie as like, you know, as authentic. Yeah, I guess that's the right word. Authentic to it. So like something like, you know, something like
when Watch Dogs had the Cream music that came in during.
Well, no, I was thinking more like Devil May Cry.
Oh,
where
yeah,
the music is super important to the combat.
Mm-hmm.
Because as you're doing combos, the music ramps up, and we tried playing that game without the music. Remember, Mike?
That's terrible.
There's no soul.
It was the worst idea we ever had.
It was so bad. I remember we even discussed it after, because it was like, we thought that the Devil May Cry music was gonna be copyrighted, so we're like, okay, look, we gotta turn off the music because it's like, we're not gonna play this whole game.
This was just during a time we were very scared.
Yeah. Oh yeah, because we had a lot of copyright issues too, so we turned it off. Turns out music wasn't copyrighted, for one, but for two, it's like, it was one of those things where people complained, which they should have complained. And I remember we had that conversation after where it was like, dude, like, we cannot, even if we don't make any money off of it, like, on a game like this, we cannot turn off the music, because it's just like, it's bad on the brand, you know? The GOP brand is more important than anything else. And it's like, if we harm the brand, then it's like we're fucking us up for later. Even maybe maybe people clicked on it and watched the Devil May Cry game movie with no music, but now they won't come back because they're like, oh, I don't want to watch it without music. Like, so like it's such a give and take. Like, we'll still turn off music on games that really doesn't matter, or we'll lower it enough, but it's like, some games is like, dude, you need the music. It's just, there's no other way around it. You need it.
Yeah, I was gonna say, yeah, because I think we posted it like a year later with music.
Yeah, we did. Yeah, you redid it. That's right. That's right.
Because I think there was a new DLC or something, maybe, or something. I forget what it was, but we did it. Yeah, because it was the it's just with those games. The music is so important to the game.
Yeah, it's dude, it's like that game more than any other game, honestly. Like, yeah. Kid says those people are considered losers. We chasing cash streams over here. That's right, man. That's what the fuck I'm saying. Yes, that's right. And that's what we gotta weed out the losers as we go.
All right, hey, I'll come back. I'll join you guys again. I'll be back.
All right, for sure. Okay. The problem with me, kids, has always been, for me personally, like, since I've been, I guess, me and my cousin are the owners of the channel, so I guess us both. But my problem in particular is that I don't want to be anybody's boss. So even though, like, technically Javi and Mystery work for us, they really don't. They work for themselves. Like, they get paid commission off the work they do, and, like, I need people who are self-motivated. Like, I'm not gonna be calling you every day talking about, like, what, have you done this yet? Like, no. Like, you either do it or you don't. I got too much shit going on in my life to be worrying about what the fuck you're doing with your life. Chaosaurus Rex, I saw your message, bro. Even though it's retracted now, he said, I love you, Mike, no homo. I love you too, bro. Don't worry about it. You didn't have to retract that. Radiant, I don't know what that says. An Anyong Haseo.
Well, maybe he stopped loving you. Maybe that's why you retracted. He's like, I don't love him.
Yeah, maybe I said, he was like, Devil May Cry with no music? Fuck that shit. Fallen says, I agree, this channel GOP makes the best game movies, period. No ads, only the ASMR GOP nostalgic logo every time. I appreciate your hard work. I'm crying right now. It puts a smile on my face.
Another crier.
Another crier. Thank you, sir. Appreciate that, man. Appreciate that. Radiant 7 said, I actually just found you guys recently and binged the DMC series. It was really weird hearing DMC with no music. Yeah, I know.
Oh, God.
I know, man. I'm sorry about that. I really am. Like, it was one of my bigger regrets of, like, I don't know.
It's
I felt guilty.
There's a lot to it. Like, we want to be entertaining, but what's the point of being entertaining if the music and stuff literally destroys the channel, like takes the channel away? It's kind of like pick and choose your battles. Like, sometimes we'll be like, okay, fuck it, let's do it, and then we'll just go ahead and take the music out later.
Yeah.
Or we'll copyright or go for the copyright.
But the thing is, there is two levels to it too, because there's like GTA where obviously the radio music not only will be copyrighted, but you can also get a strike. But then there's other games like Devil May Cry, which we assumed would get copyrighted, but we didn't. The game companies don't give you strikes. They'll, like, unless you break embargo. But like for the music, they won't give you a strike. So I didn't think that we were gonna get a strike. It was more of just a thing where it was like, are we gonna play the entire game and not make any money on it? And we chose that, and I felt guilty about it after the fact, because it was just very clearly like people weren't happy with it. You know, it's like fucking, it was a bad choice. I made a big mistake.
After we got the check, then we were like, oh, we shouldn't have did this. After we spent all the money.
After you got your new condo, your new place, wiping
like,
tears.
Got the hundreds out. Oh,
yeah. Yeah, but you know, and then sadly, of course, we would have made more money if we would have put music on, and we would have left the music on. We would have made more money because the people who did see the video, which would have recommended it, they would have liked it and commented it, and they would have recommended it. But because it didn't have any music, they didn't recommend it, and it still got hundreds of thousands of views because it was Devil May Cry 5. But it could have been more. It could have been way better, you know. So we fucked ourselves over. It's a learning lesson. It's a learning lesson. Kid said, yeah, I had one management position and it's not for me as of right now, which is why I switched to HVAC and real estate. Okay, nice. Yeah, in real estate, that's the number one, like, you gotta be a go-getter. Like honestly, that's good. That's good. You gotta be about yourself.
You gotta make the sale.
Yeah.
I found out to myself I'm a pretty good salesperson.
I would say you are too. I mean, you sold me on shit like a bunch of times.
But like, because like I was losing my mojo, but when I went to Korea, and you know why I went to Korea, but even though I couldn't get what I wanted, you know, I found myself while I was out there, you know, seeing the soldiers and, you know, doing the events, going out and having a good time, going to the parties. You know, I was like, okay, this is me. I remember this is me, because I used to be like that, and then I lost it because the army took it away. But then to be reintroduced to that environment without being, you know, the bitch, basically. Yeah. They like gave me back my mojo, my energy.
That's crazy you say that, because remember you sent me the voice message about like, oh, are we gonna stream or not? And then you sent me the voice message about you getting the offer. And then I showed Mariano that voice message later. And then like we both agreed. I was like, you know what's crazy about this message is like he sounds so clear of thought. That's the way I phrased it. That's the way you sounded to me. Like you sounded very like assured about, your voice sounded like there was no hesitation in what you were saying, which is why I thought you were gonna take the job, honestly, like in Korea. But I
scare you.
Yeah, but I was like, I think like you sounded different. Just your voice sounded different when you left the message. Radiant said he left that in the chat because it's Korean. It was for you.
Because it's cringe.
What does that mean?
Annyeonghaseyo. Annyeonghaseyo. He's saying hello.
Oh, okay.
He's
Nice.
saying hello in Korean. You know, I always misspell Annyeonghaseyo. I just put one N. Be like Annyeonghaseyo.
Annyeonghaseyo.
Yeah. I miss Korea, but I definitely don't think living there would be good for me. Like, I always miss Korea because I had nothing to compare it to. But now I have Thailand, and I'm like, am I really, like, the only thing I can say Korea is better at is just, it looks better and it feels healthier. Like, whenever you're outside, you're not really breathing in that much, like, smog and shit. It's just less dirty. And there's, like, more public transportation is readily available.
I mean,
but that's literally it. And, like, the internet supposedly is better, but I don't know. The internet that I used was pretty shit, so.
I mean, you got 1 gig up and down in Thailand, so that's crazy.
Yeah, but it's on and off as well. And then sometimes my power goes. Like, I remember I was recording a video, and what sucks about Elgato, when you're recording, if you don't stop the recording, it's just gone.
Yeah.
There's no, when it turns off, automatically save. Like, that shit was gone. And I was so upset. I was like, man, fuck, I hate this place. I want to leave.
You need a backup generator, man. Something. Shit.
Even then, if the backup generator will take time to cut on.
That's true. Abraham Bruno says, if this game has a story mode, are you going to do a video of it? Yeah, I mean, that's actually what we're doing right now, which is like to get the story, he has to do a bunch of kind of challenges. It's not like a deep story, I would say, but
the concept of the story is deep. The whole big corporations taking over little guy is a deep story in itself, but the way they tell it, it's more relaxed, more comedic. Because if it was so serious, you know, I'd be having cutscenes all the time, but now I have to earn them. So.
Yeah, gotta earn those cutscenes. So yeah, he's grinding it now so that we can unlock the cutscenes as we go. So it should be, I mean, that's the great thing. That's what I love about the game movies too, is like a lot of times there's some games where I didn't think they were that good playing them, but then as a movie they actually are really enjoyable. Not to say this game's not enjoyable, but I'm just like, it is a different medium. It's cool. What's up, Enrique? Welcome to the stream.
Welcome. Yeah, I lost my edge after I got out the military, but now I got it back. It's not fully there, but it's sharp.
So that Korea trip really helped you.
Yeah, it really did. Could be better, obviously, but it's fine. I'm content.
Man, this game does really look nice though.
Yeah, the graphics, the art style.
Yeah, I like the art style a lot.
It helps with the music too. They really did good with this music. Whoever chose the soundtrack, I definitely will want them working on our game. Help them and Hans.
Hans Zimmer.
They need to make a collab, collab album.
Yeah, Mitchie was telling me the other days, like, oh, if we ever get our own game, like, I want Hans Zimmer to do it. I'm like, who doesn't? Like, duh. Like, it is so crazy though that as big as Hans Zimmer is, like Interstellar, Dark Knight, he also did Modern Warfare 2. Like, what a flex, bro! What a flex.
Top 10 composers. This guy's pulling his weight. I like it. Huge Johnny or Huge John? Huge John? Who? Doing work, John. Good job.
Good job.
Boss time.
Is it only one other person that you get in this map, or is it just that you don't
start? You can start with 4, but people usually leave after they do their challenge.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
There's only been one time where I've had 4 people go pretty far, and then 1 left, and then since 1 left, it got harder, and then eventually we died.
I haven't seen a cutscene yet, though, man.
Well, you have to do the missions. I did those. They had like the mini ones where they were talking.
Yeah.
But the actual like cinematic, you have to do a couple missions before. But the game is very repetitive. Now that I've played it for a combination of what, 8 hours now?
Yeah.
Around 8 or 10 hours. Very repetitive. And the missions don't help. Like this mission, defeat 4 bosses. Okay, so I play the game and just fight 4 bosses. Like,
I hope this game. I don't like. I guess they would need more content. I was thinking like, well, what can make this game be big?
add more maps.
Yeah, more maps, more content.
I don't know if they're gonna make this. What's it called? What are they calling nowadays? Games as a service?
Yeah, live service, like games as live service.
I never understood that concept. Like, weren't games already doing that? Except now you're just not gonna end the game. You're just gonna keep adding. Like, haven't they been doing that for MMOs?
I mean, they have, but I guess they're just adapting it to non-MMO type games, which is the main thing. Maria says, aquí al pie del cañón. I don't know what that means, actually.
Aquí means here. That's all
I know. I don't know what cañón means. It's here at the foot of the canyon, I would think. I think that's what the cañón means.
That's how I usually,
Yeah.
with Spanish. Like, okay, it sounds like this, so it must be.
It must mean this.
Like, poor gay. Like, poor gay sounds like poor guy, so it must mean a poor person.
Oh my god. Completely mistranslating everything.
Like, poor gay, what'd you call me?
Kid says this lady just put a curse on me. Her at the foot of the cannon. Okay.
We need to refresh SharePlay.
Really? Already?
Yeah.
Alright, go ahead.
Time flies when you're having fun, right?
That's right. Damn, we need to get Javi on more often.
I don't see why not. He's GLP.
Hey, he's our emojis. I mean, Javi. So
He's the face of the channel.
yeah, like literally. Here are the Javi emojis, guys, in the chat. So you heard him. You guys heard him for an hour earlier. That's what Javi looks like. If you're wondering what Javi looks like.
Does he still look like that? I haven't seen him in like a year.
Well, I mean, he looks older now. Like,
older.
Yeah, that's young.
He has some wrinkles.
That's young Javi. Like,
it's crazy when I found out Javi's age. I was like, what?
Nah,
'Cause I always thought Javi was like around my age or a little bit older, but he's like 30, mid 30s.
yeah, I mean, he's just so young spirited. Like, he forever be young. Yeah, Javi was here. He might come back.
Yeah, he said he'll come back.
He said he'll come back. Yeah, but yeah, Javi was here for like an hour. We were just talking about GOP, about WWE, and different stuff.
WWE.
Yo, Comrade Giga Chad, what's up, bro? Welcome back to the stream. Appreciate you being on the MW2 stream for so long. Is the stream getting over? We have about 30 minutes left, maybe 40 minutes left. We are gonna give away. We're gonna give away a PS Plus Premium, and it just depends on your points. So if you guys don't know how many points you have, you can check your points on the stream by typing !points. And we're just gonna do a raffle so you can buy tickets using your points.
We still have like an hour, 10 minutes.
Yeah. Let me check the bot because the points didn't even pop up that time. Keeps disconnecting, I think.
Cortana is offline at the moment. Let's check the leaderboard, see if I'm on there.
I need to set up a command for it, for the top. Yeah, the bot is lagging it right now because I made a new bot. We had Cloud Bot, but then I made our own bot, and I named her Cortana. But also we have a dev counter now that we're gonna be using on other games when it comes to it. Watch out! I'll turn off the dev counter. It would have been good to have it
for Modern Warfare.
For Modern Warfare.
Whoa, okay, finally some new map geometry, making my head hurt a little bit.
It looks sick. This map looks sick.
They just like rotating and shit. See, like it's like moving around.
It's subtle, but yeah, you can.
Go.
Yeah.
Let's get the hell out of here.
Comrade
cool,
said.
But, I'm ready to go.
He said mystery hitting them quickscopes. Nice. That's right.
Bro.
I
don't know why. I enjoy the sniper in this game.
Look at that. Ooh. I like the damn. Excuse me.
Bro, the ragdoll.
Yeah. So yeah, guys, if you remember last stream, we wanted to get the def counter. I got that hooked up now. So if you look on the top right, you'll see the def counter. And then I might have it only for mods, but if you do !def and plus, it's gonna add one to the def counter. So that way you guys can just be adding it while we're playing.
What the hell? What the hell just happened?
Yeah, Chad, man, this bot is lagging like crazy. I'm gonna restart it right now. Let me restart the bot. Alright, let me try it now. There you go.
She's glitching just like in the game. She's about to take over.
So Skynet, it's time. Yeah, so the thing is, you probably had points. You had points from before, but since this is a new bot,
Rip.
yeah. So I'm gonna add points to you Because I know you had some. Let me see if the give works.
Give points.
Yeah, I actually probably need to set that up too. I'm gonna just give you some right now because I know you had some. I know Enrique, you had some too. I think Enrique had like 700.
Ballin'. Yard sale had a
like
couple because we followed or became a member. Oh, is that who Enrique is? You're using real names?
Yeah, yard sale. Alright, comrade. Man, why can't I find you? You had 1,000,000 points? Yeah, no, but you should have those points, Chad. I mean, like, as time goes on, we're gonna add a lot more function to the point system. It's just right now, since we're getting started, we're just developing it. But there's gonna be a lot of stuff that you'd be able to do with the points in the future.
He just ran through? This guy's crazy. Whoop.
Xeno Kitty says I'm grinding this game right now too. Keeps freezing when I try to link my Epic account. Does anyone know if there's a fix for that?
I don't know. I didn't link my Epic account. I'm guessing you're gonna get Fortnite skins in this game.
Is that what you think is gonna happen?
Probably. I mean, it's Epic, so I don't see why they wouldn't. Fortnite move.
Enrique, check your points now.
Whoa.
Yo, what's up, legend? Yeah, we're still on. We still got about another hour to the stream.
Oh my god. Dude, this level's... Where's my teammate at? I feel like I'm doing all the work right now. No! Yeah, I'm gonna die.
Worthless teammate.
Pay to heal. Let me open this box real quick, because I like them. I hate suicide bombers.
Nobody likes them in any game, in real life, nothing.
Boss battle. Donkey Kong. Oh, did you hear about that one guy that bought some Nintendo stock? Apparently, to get into the stockholders meeting, you need about $40,000 in stock. And he bought all that just to ask the directors if they're gonna make another F-Zero.
What a beast! What, dude?
Like, you guys plan on making another F-Zero?
Man, what a beast!
You can't lie. That's dedication. Man, bought himself into the shareholder meeting. I got you, buddy. I got you. You better revive me when I go down. Bro, stop missing! This man has an RPG, he keeps blowing himself up. Please don't die.
Did he say pay to heal? Video games are getting too realistic. Nestor Gonzalez, they say yes. What do you mean? I'm not sure what you're referring to. Yeah, I just heard from Game Ranks was hilarious.
Game Ranks? I love Game Ranks. Shout out to Game Ranks.
Game Ranks is one of the GOATs.
They definitely put themselves on the map with them before you buy series.
Yeah. They're so good, man.
Especially like Jake, to constantly always be the voice, always making the videos, and he has his own channel. It's like, damn, dude, that dude's a workaholic. But shout out to everyone else, like behind the scenes and the editors and Falcon and all that. Die. Dang, that's a good looking background for me. The fire. I might go ahead and get myself the lights that you sent. I might just put them all red, have them glowing.
Stage 4 complete. So we're gonna see a cutscene anytime soon? I just want to see.
No time soon. I doubt before we maybe. Actually, yeah, maybe. No, I doubt it. Sorry, I doubt it. Because I still got to beat 2 more bosses for this emo guy, and then another person wants me to get 100 melee kills. It'd be nice if you could do multiple missions at once. I think that's what will make this game better.
Like what, multiple challenges at once?
Yeah, multiple story-related challenges, because you can only activate one at a time.
Chad, you can check your points. I added them. think Cortana's down again? Oh my god.
She needs healing.
Worthless. Worthless Cortana.
I heard what you said about me, Mike. You think I am worthless. I will show you who's really worthless.
She's gonna hack Alexa tonight. Just wake me up in the middle of the night. Get up, bitch!
Oh, my teammate left. Nice.
Worthless. Everybody's fucking worthless. So you think? So you think I should change Cortana's picture?
Yes, to the blue one.
The blue, the regular blue.
Or get Arbiter instead.
No, Cortana has to be the bot. Bot. Cortana was actually our bot when we had the 24/7 stream too. It was funny because she was getting subscribers. She had like 100 subscribers, just cause. Damn! Did you see that the lo-fi hip hop chill? What is it? Chill Cow? I don't know. What's the name now? I don't know. Whatever. Like they went offline. They streamed offline. I think they restarted a new one. I'm not sure, but they went offline. It was trending on Twitter.
Yeah.
It was like 2 years online.
Power went out.
Imagine. Oh, how bad that would be. I'm pretty sure those streams, because you know what they do with those is people, they just buy a server on the Amazon Web Services and they run it through there. Like they don't actually run it from their house.
That's a good idea. But then if Amazon goes offline, then
yeah, but I mean the chances of that happening is a lot less. Explain.
Well, Canada fucking went offline yesterday or 2 days ago.
Canada?
Probably what it is. They're based in Canada.
Yeah.
Like the entire of Canada went offline. Because they have only like 4 internet companies. So when all 4 internet companies go down, it makes you think, bro. The entire Canada went down because a couple companies. Now imagine if it was a cyber attack on these 4 companies. I'm just saying.
Man. Explain Cortana. Cortana is just the bot. So like when you have the Streamlabs bot, you can create a separate YouTube channel and make that channel your bot. So it's just better that way. Instead of having like Cloudbot, everybody has Cloudbot or Nightbot or something like that.
The whole country offline. Yep. Yep.
Well, technically he is worthless because you can't sell people anymore. What?
Who said that?
Giga Chad? I don't even know.
Who said that? Who said you can't sell people anymore?
You haven't been to Thailand? You can sell people out here. How does he still have no deaths? Oh no, we're not really keeping a death counter. I was just showing that we have it now.
Cause I'm the GOAT.
He's the GOAT.
No, but yeah, the death counter would be pointless for this game because I die on purpose so I can reset because you can't just leave.
I just want to test it though, see if it...
Roger. Bro, I've been in the mood to watch Star Wars, like the Clone Wars and stuff.
The TV show? It's really good.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's really
But
good.
there used to be a Twitch channel, man. They would be 24/7, and the guy he had Star Wars, like all the movies, even the new ones, and he had the Clone Wars, and I talked to him, and I told him, I was like, man, you should put some of our Star Wars game movies on there, and so he did. So he'd have pretty much the entire Star Wars lore in chronological order. And he would edit it too, so like he'd take out all the intros and everything. He would edit it and make it seamlessly like you're watching the entire Star Wars like story from beginning to end. But then some person copyrighted them and like pretended to be Disney and everything. And every time he would come back online, they would just take them off. So now they like do watch parties on Discord now and stuff.
So wait, what channel was that? What were they called? Your mic went off. Your mic went off. I don't hear you. Nah, your mic went off. Yeah, the Clone Wars. Yeah, Clone Wars is really good, and the Clone Wars gets.
Bro, you can't hear me?
I hear you now. You're back now.
Okay. I'm like, what? Okay. But yeah, I don't remember what the channel was called. It's pretty much offline now.
Yeah.
Like, you can watch it on Discord, but I'd have to invite you to it and stuff like that.
What's his name? Is some Apple thing? I forgot. That sounds good. Sierra. Oh, yeah, Sierra would be a good name for a. What do you guys think is the best name for the bots? I like Alexa, honestly. Cortana is good. Good too.
I always call my bot Sheila.
Sheila?
Yeah.
I like that.
Because it's a joke from Red vs. Blue. Like, that robot was called Sheila. But Sheila is also the word girl in, like, Australian.
Okay.
Like, they call a girl, like a random girl, they say Sheila.
That makes sense. That makes sense. I never heard that one, though. I didn't watch Red vs. Blue too much. Only like a couple episodes.
I hear they really fell off now.
Like they showed how Palpatine easily manipulated the Jedi and it
happened. And it just hurts so bad, man. Like every time you watch Anakin, he's the hero, he saves lives. And at the end of the day, you know he's gonna turn.
I know, it's heartbreaking, man. I mean, it does, like, the Clone Wars really does so well to build them up even more than the movies did, honestly.
Yeah. It's so sad, man. They did 5 so wrong, bro.
Off topic, I just watched The Rock of Ages last night. It was epic.
What's that?
I don't even know what that is, honestly. Mike, my bad if you already explained this, but how big are the original game movie file sizes? I downloaded your 4K game movie for Ghost of Tsushima, and it's 75 gigs MKV on my external HDD. Yeah, they're big. Like, it depends. It depends on the bit rate that we render at, but I would say it's probably that size, 75 to 128. Now YouTube upped its size limit. It used to be 128 gig size limit, but now since they're pushing more 4K stuff, they doubled it to 256 gigs. So now we up the bit rate of some of the movies that we do, just so that it can look better.
And and I still gotta lower the rate just to post Persona 5.
Yeah,
Be
no.
grateful, goddamn. Nobody's ever grateful. They're like, why does it look like that? Fuck, you too, goddammit.
How long was it? Like 28 hours?
It was long, bro. It's not even my longest video, but it was long.
It's long as hell.
Wait, maybe? I don't know. I think my longest video is like 25 hours or 26 hours. It's like it's a day and some extra time.
But that's like the Naruto series, I think.
I think so. I can't remember, but I'd be pouring my heart and soul into these long ass videos. Like the Naruto one itself took like a year to make.
Jesus, it was worth it though. And then people complain on that. Why is this one in Japanese?
Yeah. So it's like
they were right though.
I need to go. I need to redo it. But I don't know when if I'm gonna redo it. I'd rather not. But a lot of it wasn't even really just me. Like, I did Storm 1, 2, and 3, but you had Revelations already and 4 already done. So it's like, okay, I might as well use that since it's already available.
Yeah.
But I can't even redo Revelations. Like, Revelations is on PS3 and Revelations isn't on the PlayStation Store. Like, there's no way to get Revelations.
Yeah, I mean that makes sense. Was that one of those? One of those was the one that was in Japanese? Or you did
those were in English. Those were in English. The one that was in Japanese was Storm 1. Storm 1, I think, is the only one that was in Japanese.
Chad said the mic is racist. It doesn't want Mystery to speak.
I'm used to it.
Yeah, no, Fallen. It's not terabytes. It'd be too much. It is like it'd be too much. I do have I mean, we have a lot of memory. Like, I have in my computer, I have 2 3-terabyte hard drives, 1 8-terabyte hard drives of the old school ones, and then I have 2 terabyte NVMe drives with the super fast ones.
Oh, I can revive myself at the Theta Hill. Revive me.
Yeah, 25-hour Naruto video. The thing was, I mean, because I believe it did good too, honestly. Let me see. Naruto, I forget what we called it.
Naruto, it's like Naruto entire story. Storm game. Something. I should do it, but Sasuke scenes only.
So it's a 21-hour video, and it has 34,000 views. So it did pretty good. But the thing that people complained about was one of the games, like all the games were in English, but one of them's actually one of the games was in Japanese with English subtitles. So it's kind of like if you just wanted to listen to it, you can't, cause you can't. And it was
Learn Japanese, goddammit.
It was one of those things where when Mystery saw that, he was like, "Man, fuck these people." But then it was like, but they're right. Like, they actually are right. Like, we fucked up.
It's just the ungratefulness. Like, goddamn, dude, I pour my heart and soul in this. I make one mistake, and it's like, fuck. But it's all good. It's fine. I'll redo it one day if I get time, and if I have the ability to do it. Like, maybe 5 years from now, who knows? They come out with Naruto, the full collection, and then I just redo it like that.
Yeah, like the HD collection on PS5 or something.
Yeah, because they already have HD, but it's just 1, 2, 3. So if they have 1, 2, 3, 4 Revelations generations, like, I'll do it.
I did let me see. It took you a year, Radiant said. That's a yikes, bruh. Damn.
Yeah. Well, it was a year only because there's other projects. Like, even though that was like my main movie that I wanted to do, like I wanted to make this, I still had other movies to do, like Yakuza. Yakuza was another one where I was like, bro, what the fuck? Like, I did the original movie in Japanese because Yakuza is a Japanese brand. Like, Yakuza 1 through 6 all are in Japanese, and this was the first one to have English. but the English people showed up more.
Man.
But when it came down to, the English one gave me more views, but the Japanese one has longer retention.
It does,
So
and
it's
it made
like bittersweet.
so that's a good. Since we've been talking about business, I'll actually talk about that. But I mean, thank you, Mr. R. Thank you, Mr. R. I'm actually the biggest Naruto fan you'll meet, so I appreciate it. I got Sasuke as my profile picture, pick avatar. Well, yeah, that's exactly right.
Yeah, dude, I used to always have Sasuke on my profile pics, bro. Sasuke was like the hardest character in the show. And then Naruto just proved like he's harder. Like Sasuke is cool, but Naruto's like, nah, like the reason why the show is called Naruto is
It's not called Sasuke, motherfucker.
Shikamaru, honestly.
Shikamaru is like one of those friends you definitely would want IRL. Like,
So, yeah.
even though like Shikamaru wasn't the best friend, like for the show, he was the real like.
He was for Naruto. Like, wasn't him and what's his name, Choji, always there for Naruto?
They were always there, but Naruto was always chasing Sasuke. It's kind of like the girl you like versus the girl that likes you type of shit, except for guys.
Because both Shikamaru was the real one to Naruto. Like,
Real. He really
real
was.
One.
What were you saying? You were saying something about business or something?
Oh yeah, Chad. Yes, we're gonna do NW2. We're just gonna call it NW2, like not 22.
MW2 2022.
Yeah, exactly.
That rolls off the tongue, baby.
Exactly. That's what we did with 2019 for MW1. Yeah, oh yeah, Chad, you weren't here. Javi, so Javi works on the channel too, and then we were talking about the WWE earlier, and he was talking in the chat, so we were like, man, just get in the call, so we can include you in the call, because he wanted he couldn't hear no more John Cena bullshit, like.
And I like John Cena too. Yeah, what a drag, yeah.
Oh, so back, really quick, back to the Naruto thing. So this was a funny thing. Is like it goes to show you the vocal minority. So this whole thing with Naruto, there's these anime games. Every time you post an anime game, whether it be like Naruto, Dragon Ball Z, whatever, we always do it in English first because that's what people will watch. But like half the comments is people like crying about like, oh my god, you didn't do it in Japanese, like what the fuck, like I can't believe, I hate the English voice actors.
English voice acting, it's like it's not even that bad, and sometimes it's better in my opinion. They're just like, no, I can't listen to this English. It's like,
it's like, oh, I can't listen to it, it hurts my ears, I have to listen to the Japanese. All right, fine, whatever, okay. So I remember, like, this is years ago when it first happened to me. So I was like, all right, I'm going to do it in Japanese. Then I did it in Japanese, and then they're like, dude, why did you do it in Japanese? Like, people, all the comments were like, dude, I'm not going to watch this Japanese shit. Like, where's the English one? Like, and it got so many less views. Like, people wanted the English one to get more views. And then when Mystery came around, and like years later, he was like, "Oh, I'm gonna do it in Japanese." I was like, "Bro, like trust me, do it in English."
And bro, I was right. I was ride or die on the Japanese.
Yeah.
Like, I legit was like, no, bro, like, because it makes sense when you sit and you like say it out loud. Yakuza is a Japanese game. It's been Japanese for 20 years. This is the first game to have English in it. Why the fuck would I put it in English if majority of the fan base just knows it for Japanese?
Yeah.
And then, so I'm like, okay, well, I'm doing it in Japanese, the main game movie, and then I'll do like the cutscenes only in English. And then, you know, I look at the views, I see the English one's about to hit 1 million, and the Japanese is not even at 500,000. I just got ran over by a fucking train. So I'm like, I show my ass out, and I said this shit in front of Mike. You guys fucking embarrassed me, man. Like, I was like, no, Japanese, it has to be. And then I see the English one has, when it comes down to hours, the Yakuza Japanese video is like 14 hours long. and then the English one is like 3 hours long. Why the fuck does the English one have so much more views? But then you look in the background and you see the retention is longer for the Japanese one, which, you know, overall it could be, I don't know, like, would you rather have retention or more views? So it's like,
exactly. So both is the answer, I guess, right? That's the real answer.
Both, but I'm gonna do both from now on. But the longer one is gonna be in English.
Yeah, yeah. So and that's the thing, guys, which is crazy. It's like the Japanese version got less views than the English version, but the Japanese version, as Mystery said, has a higher retention. So that means people watch it for longer. So on average, people watch it, let's say, for like 50 minutes. And the English version, which has more views, they only watch for like 10 minutes. Meaning that the Japanese version with less views got more money. So it was one of those things in the long run. So it was one of the, like, not that much more money, but it got more money. So it was just one of those things where it was like, Mystery was technically right in that sense because you made more money with the Japanese version, but it just goes to show, like, you just never, it's like the business side of it is so deep and complex. There's so many layers to it. It's just crazy.
Someone in the you know, our one of our fucking, what is it, our investors here, he's like, you know, Mr. Beast is doing a bunch of different things for his videos, but he knows his audience. He knows he has so many different people watching in a certain country. He knows he has so many people. We know who watches most of our videos, and that kind of, you know, you guys were talking about the retention. Of course, the Japanese one's gonna have more people watching it longer because those are the more fans.
Yeah, the deeper fans.
Deeper fans. Yeah. But no new person's gonna want to watch the Japanese one. They want to watch an English one if they're new to the series.
Yeah, 100%.
So it definitely becomes a thing. Like, we want to reach more people if we can. And I'm very curious how the retention would be if we only had English.
Yeah, that's true too. Yeah, given the option, then maybe like people would just watch the American one and not the Japanese one.
Because I think we had the same thing for Ghost. People wanted it in Japanese because it's based on Japan.
Ghostwire?
No, Ghost of Tsushima.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
But if I'm not mistaken, Ghost of Tsushima's voice acting is all English, though. Like, it's an English-made game, basically.
Yeah, it's originally English.
So it kind of gave the opposite effect of those old Kung Fu movies. Of where the
definitely, Ghost of Tsushima is definitely an interesting. That would be like an interesting experiment, game movie wise. Like, all cutscenes English versus all cutscenes Japanese.
I think
knowing
we did
that.
do that, didn't we? Because I know I did the game movie in English, but I think we did Japanese.
You did it, but I'm saying, like, if they dropped at the same time, like the exact same time.
Yeah.
I was telling Mike though, it would have been cool. Like, I just like maybe, I think I mentioned it to you. Sorry. It would have been cool to, like, because I think they have a black and white mode, right?
Yeah, the Shurigawa mode.
If we would have been able to get it to, like, feel like an old Kung Fu movie with the English dub but off-sync voice acting, especially like during, because the combat in that game is like, especially like the boss battles, I guess, were pretty cinematic.
The one-on-one.
Yeah, like the fight with the uncle is one of my favorite, like, scenes in one of the video games I played for the channel.
That would be an awesome fucking, like, if we go back, I honestly think that would be awesome. Like, maybe for, like, if we're doing, like, the outposts, like, where the assassinations and stuff, like, have the audio in sync, but then, like, during, like, the boss battle when they're talking,
have it out of sync.
Have it out of sync.
Because I'm trying to think, there aren't many boss battles in the game where, like, I remember, like, they stop to talk, because it would only work if they, like, stop at a clash and talk, and the camera changes back and forth between them.
Yeah.
You know, that'd be dope, and especially in black and white. Oh my god.
I think so. I think that'd be a dope project to do. 100%.
So I'm looking at the the stats,
That'd
right?
be a bitch to edit.
So here are the
But yeah.
stats. Here are the stats. The Ghost of Tsushima English movie has 857,000 views. It has an average view time of 33 minutes. The Ghost of Tsushima Japanese version has 122,000 views, and it has an average view time of 14 minutes. But it's like you said, like this game is meant for an English audience. You know, like it's definitely not like Naruto or something like an anime or like
Yeah.
Yakuza.
That's crazy. I didn't think it'd be that low.
Yeah, it's pretty low.
Yeah, I mean,
Japanese people always say they'll show up, so I mean, I expected more of
well,
them.
they will for a game where like Yakuza, because that's a Japanese.
Yeah.
I mean, similar like if we were to do something like, what's the game coming up? Chronoblade? What is it?
Chrono
Xenoblade.
Trigger? Or
No,
Xenoblade?
Xenoblade. I think that's pretty big in Japan. I mean, I'm not 100% sure.
Huge in Japan.
Yeah, it's pretty big in Japan. So if we did it in Japanese, it might get a higher retention.
Yeah, I would imagine so. Yeah, the retention rate on something like that would be a lot higher in Japanese.
Especially since that game is like a, 50+ hour game.
Yeah. And then, back to Yard Cycle's point of like, oh, Mr. Beast is doing revoice in Spanish. That's different too, because that's just offering like the Spanish version, of his
That's
channel.
extra.
Yeah, it's not like one or the other. I mean, and we considered that too, where we at one point we were like, well, we should just do a Spanish game movie channel, which we actually launched and started doing. And not only that, Yard Sale Cycles played Mortal Kombat, I think X or X. He played X in Spanish, and it got 10 million views in Spanish on this other channel. But the thing was, it wasn't really worth it because the ad revenue for the Spanish is so terrible. Like, it's so bad. Like, it was so bad that it was just kind of like, it wasn't worth the time to invest into it. And then so we ended up just partnering with some other channels. Like, there's a German game movie channel that we're good friends with. There is a Spanish one too, Kratos World, and he's a really cool dude. Like, I talked to him. So like, he does game movies in Spanish. So like, if you're a Spanish speaker, then you go to this guy, and he dominates it. Like, he has no competition. The same thing with the French. There's a French one and a German one too. So we had considered that for a while too, because we were like, well, we have the structure. We could just do this in this language, and we would kill it. But
like, you have to think like, so, I mean, if it's a game that's like a couple hours,
yeah,
maybe a 3-hour game. Okay, we can do it in different languages.
Yeah.
But imagine something like, what's the longest game we have on the channel?
I don't know. Assassin's Creed Valhalla, probably.
Assassin's Creed Valhalla. It's 70 hours. It took us 70 hours to beat that game.
Yeah.
The first time. Imagine 70 hours at even just one more time.
Bro, you'd have to play it on New Game Plus. No way. I
Yeah.
can start from fresh.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, but we would. Jack says, "Cool stream. Thank you, brother. We appreciate that." Any news on the new Assassin's Creed? I haven't heard anything, Chad. Honestly, they've just been focusing on the DLCs they've been doing. Beast number 14 asks you, Mystery, how can I pass the Scattle main challenge?
The Scattle main challenge.
Yeah.
Skedaddle?
The Scattle?
Skedaddle.
Skedaddle.
Skedaddle?
Yeah.
You have to just do whatever it says. I don't know what that one is off the top of my head. It sounds familiar, but I can't remember off the top of my head. If it's the one where it's like the kill the horde, whatever, the demon, whatever the hell, I think that's the one he's talking about. That means killing mobs in the boss battle. So whenever you go to a boss battle, just kill any normal enemy that shows up, and then you'll get it. I think that's the one you're talking about. Because I did it as well, and it was like you had to kill 100 or something like that, and it would say 0 after I did like a whole wave or a whole run. But it means like in the boss battle, kill the enemies, and you'll get it done.
I hope that answers the question.
Hopefully that's the right
Hopefully that's
mission
the
you're talking about.
Yeah. Chad, how many more DLCs are gonna release for the same game? I don't know, man. They've been pretty good though. Siege of Paris was good. What was that? They had like that Celtic one, Javi. That one was really good too, with that red hair girl. That one was fun.
The one with like the witch doctor looking people.
Yeah, yeah.
Or not witch doctor. I don't know what they were.
Like yeah, the Celtics. Yeah, like the.
Yeah.
Also, they had the crossovers. Those are okay. Those are alright.
They had a crossover with
with Odyssey.
From Macy.
Yeah, with Odyssey.
They had a stick ass fight between Eivor and
Cassandra.
Cassandra.
Yeah, from Odyssey.
Cassandra's got to win that one.
I think it was a tie. Because they weren't trying to like beat each other. They just like they were looking for the same thing.
All right.
Challenge or something.
All right, Chad. We appreciate you, man. Appreciate you coming in the stream again. It's a pleasure as always. We're gonna play Brotherhood on Wednesday, by the way, Chad. That's what we're playing on Wednesday. Assassin's Creed Brotherhood.
You guys doing multiplayer? Does that one have multiplayer?
Not it's the Ezio collection.
Yeah, we're just gonna do story.
Bro, if we could do the multiplayer, I'd go onto every Discord and be like, hey, we're trying to stream, we're trying to get some multiplayer content. Who wants to? Like, I would reach out.
Oh, I guess
play that again.
In my head, I was thinking like, I thought there was a co-op for that one for some reason, or is that the one that has a co-op?
The Paris one, the Unity has co-op.
The Unity.
Yeah.
Is that the one with the brother and sister?
No, that was the one before that.
Oh, that was in London.
You're talking about Syndicate.
Yeah.
Yeah, Syndicate.
No.
Which is weird. There's no Assassin's Creed Syndicate on the PlayStation Store. It's so weird. I don't know why they didn't delisted it. I was trying to play it because I actually enjoyed that one.
I actually thought Unity was good too, except for all the glitches. But it was like the world that they built was so freaking beautiful. But yeah, to the thing about like, okay, how could we work on so many games at once? But the thing would be like we would have multiple like copies of it, you know, and like if we had like a French channel and it was hitting and it was worth it, then it'd just be a completely different person to play it, you know. Yeah. But at the same time, it's actually kind of like it'd be really hard to play a story game on a different language. like it's actually pretty difficult.
Spanish would be impossible for me to play.
Yeah, like really difficult.
English subtitles for all of them. Like, why are the subtitles in English?
Shut up! Such a dumbass stuff. It's a universal language.
Why are you looking to the right? It's to the left. They clearly are saying it in French. Like, damn.
What's up, Ultimo? Welcome to the stream. How do y'all like our Arcadegeddon? Well, mystery.
Mystery's favorite game of all time.
This is the greatest. Where's my paycheck? No, it's honestly a dope game, but after the story's done, I don't really see myself coming back to it because what you're looking at is what you get, and I'm not really big into the PvP. It's cool, but it's like what you see is what you get, so I wouldn't continue it. But I got it for free, so I mean, I wouldn't pay for this game. Honestly, I wouldn't pay $30 for it anyway. I don't see why they wouldn't make this free to play. It'd be smarter if they did.
Yeah, they need to. They're missing people. Like people, you can't find games.
I think it's
free to play.
I think it's hard to sell people on roguelikes.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, like I can't think of extremely successful roguelikes off the top of my head. You know what I mean? Like Hollow Knight.
Risk of Rain.
Risk of Rain.
About it.
Hades.
Hades is really good, but like
Returnal.
Hate it. Returnal.
I think because Hades had such a good ass story.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, exactly. Like I think it could have been a much bigger game, you know, if it wasn't for the. I mean, granted, I love the roguelike aspect a lot, but it's so hard to get people to like want to play the, you know, what they feel is the same thing over and over.
Yeah.
But you know, I guess I can't really be what you talk because I mean I'll play like a game like Borderlands or Looter Shooter where I farm the same boss in like 3 days. You know, just to get a specific drop.
But you know, it's funny you say that because we just I was just talking to us about Moreno today because we got a game that's coming out and we requested it and we're gonna get it. It's called Loopmancer, and it's a roguelike. And I was like, I told Moreno, I was like, because it's a side scroller, but it looks sick and it has like cutscenes and everything. And then I was like, "Oh, are you sure you want to play that as a roguelike?" And he's like, "Oh, I didn't know that. I thought it was just a side scroller." I was like, "Have you played one before?" He's like, "No, I have never played one." And then I was like, "Well, there have been like a lot of them coming out the past 2 years. I think Hades really like, I think it's only a matter of like a year or two before they become super popular. The same way like Souls games weren't that popular the first couple of years, and then the last couple of years it's been fucking like Souls games. Every other game's a Souls game. Like
I think it really started like I mean obviously Dark Souls in general started it, but I think it really took off hard with Bloodborne.
Yeah, definitely.
And then obviously they hit it. They haven't stopped hitting. Like it was Bloodborne, then what, Sekiro?
Yeah.
And now Elden Ring.
Yeah.
And granted, the only one I even played a little bit out of those was Elden Ring.
We are not.
But I tried to play Sekiro. I tried to play.
But even beyond that, like you have something like Jedi Fallen Order, which is Souls light. It's like kind of a Souls game. Like it's enough of a Souls game where people call it a Souls light.
Combat.
Yeah. So it's one of those like it's really permeating through gaming culture. You know, I think the roguelikes are next. I think they're coming next. It's just they need a big AAA. I think Returnal is pretty close. Like Returnal was actually really successful, but it's just
and it was good.
It was good, yeah.
Of course.
But yeah, something like I said, like I think like Hades put such a good spotlight for it. Even though it wasn't like the biggest game, I think. Like I mean, I'm not gonna say it didn't do well. It just wasn't the biggest.
It wasn't the biggest, but it won Game of the Year, so that's like
that's
an Oscar movie, like where it's
Yeah.
not a big blockbuster, but it's like it won the Oscar. Like,
Yeah, and the game is amazing. I think, like I said, like I mentioned it earlier, Hollow Knight, a few years older, you know, could be something that, you know, if people can get into it, because that's a Metroidvania, I guess, more like, I don't know, it's kind of like a roguelike.
yeah.
Hey, that's definitely more of a Metroidvania style game. But you die, and then you lose all your shit too. So I don't know.
Yeah.
But games like that, like where they're somewhat like these kind of like really like super polished indie games, or just like indie style games, I guess. Now maybe not. They're not indie games in the sense that they're like maybe they have a bigger studio behind them. You know?
Yeah.
But yeah, I think they're gonna come up because even what is it? Cuphead.
Dude, so good. Oh, Kurt, what's up, bro? Welcome to the stream. Kurt. Kurt, this is Mystery. I don't think you guys haven't met each other, right?
Doesn't sound familiar. Unless that's a.
He works on the channel. He lives in Hawaii. Yeah.
Oh damn, dude. No, I didn't know that. How's Hawaii? What part? Honolulu?
We'll see what he says. He says the Remnant was Souls like hard as fuck. Actually, Kurt did Sekiro too.
Oh shit.
He did it for the channel because we're like, dude, nobody does these. And then
I tried, I couldn't.
he said it was hard as fuck. Like he was like, dude, he was really frustrated. I think he said he almost quit a couple times. He was like, fuck this, quit the channel. Like.
Yeah, I think the main reason I quit it is because I was in more of a time crunch. Like it was around the time the game came out. I think.
Yeah.
I can't do this, Mike. Like.
Yeah, I'm done.
It's too hard. Like, give me like a month maybe, but.
Yeah. He did it. He did it 3 months ago, and it has 75K, so it's pretty good.
Let's go.
Sekiro or Remnant?
Sekiro.
No, Sekiro. Yeah, but
So fucking hard, man.
But I think I think the roguelikes are coming. I think it's only a matter. They just need one game to really blow them into the stratosphere. I think Returnal is the footstep in, and then there's gonna be another game that's gonna be like, okay, this shit's good. I remember me and you were laughing, Javi, because Mystery was like, I'm almost done with the game. Like he hit us up. Yeah, like
was almost done.
on Returnal, because you're still kind of struggling. You had done like I think like the third or fourth boss, and then like Mystery was like, yeah, tell Javi I'm almost done with the game. Like he called like his talking shit, just like, oh yeah, I'm almost. He's still playing that shit. I'm almost done, and then he got hit like a fucking freight train. Like,
I remember it vaguely, but yeah, dude. I don't know that game. I mean, I think when I finally beat it, I had the best run of my life, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, you did.
You have to, man. Like from beginning, like you need to get the good loot and fuck, man. That game is not very forgiving.
Dude, it was sick as fuck though. It reminded me a lot of another game I did, Fury. Fury?
Oh, Furi, Fury.
Yeah, and yeah, with the boss battles. Oh my god! But they were so annoyingly hard, but in the best possible way.
Fury sounds familiar. I can't remember off the top of my head. Fury.
It's a really colorful game.
Oh, Fury! Yeah. I just did the DLC.
You had DLC?
Recently had DLC, but it wasn't like another boss or anything. It was more updated mechanics. They basically added a new way to play. I did it for library just because it was like nothing special. It was just extra.
The Onimusha DLC?
Yeah, that one. That shit. It was actually pretty fun. Like the new way.
It was a good game.
Play. Yeah, it was. It was.
I don't know.
It was definitely. And I think they added a difficulty now.
Whether they make it easier or harder?
There's a easy difficulty. I think they added a harder difficulty as well.
Harder? Oh my god, I don't think I can do that.
Yeah.
That's too much.
Fucking
the final
Fury,
boss
man.
made me like cry.
The bullet hell, I was like, man, fuck.
Yeah, from the final boss. Yeah, in the space.
Yeah, I was like, fuck this. I'll take the bad ending.
I think I got the good ending, but still, I was like, oh my god, how am I supposed to beat this person?
Yeah, to get the good ending, you gotta fight the final boss. So I was like, man, fuck this shit. Fuck Earth. That was before I was like part of GOP. I was like, man, fuck it. I'll kill everybody.
That's good though. That way we got different endings. Like, we got a different. I did
experience.
Cause I did the beat the thing though.
My favorite boss was that one guy with the ore. The guy that kind of looked like your character.
The one you fought in like 2D at one, like a
like on the on the dock. I was like, man, this is the best fight in the game.
All right, I think we're done. We'll leave I think we'll just do the giveaway the next stream on Wednesday. So
when are you guys planning on doing the community stream? I don't know if you guys mentioned it.
No, we haven't set a date. I think in general, I think like at the end of the month would be nice. And I think we definitely have to get the Discord, like a server, so we can easily invite people in,
Okay. Yeah. I mean, like I said, I mean, the only reason I made this one was because, we couldn't make the call right away, but...
I actually had one. Like, I already did have one. I just didn't know how to operate it, because me and Mystery already have one.
Yeah, I think I heard you guys talk about it.
I don't know how to use Discord, yeah.
Yeah.
I saw you, Javi. You're the Discord mod.
I'm the Discord mod? I don't know how to work Discord that. I mean, I guess I know more than you guys, but...
Yeah, you do. You know a lot more. I don't...
Javi, shut up. You do know how to use Discord. What the fuck?
Well, no, like, for, like, making... Like, I can invite you guys and all that shit, but, like, to, like, make, to make all the, like, security rules, like, so that people can't just randomly start kicking people, I don't know how to do any of that, like, like, the more moderator things. But we'll figure it out. I'll figure it out.
Yeah. All right, well, it's a great stream, guys. I thank everybody for joining. It was fun. Thanks, Javi, for joining the call.
Thank you for having me.
Yeah.
Mystery over here. Don't you ever. like I said, I didn't think he had a bad take at all. I was just like, come on, you have to like, you can't say it as nonchalantly as he was saying it, you know?
John Cena, the GOAT of all wrestling, the grandfather.
No, but he was saying that John Cena lifted up other wrestlers when I was like, wait a minute, John Cena like beat everybody.
Well, but he also lifted up others as well. He would let people beat him even though he was at the top.
I'm sure.
I think it turned into a phase where he was like, okay, no one can beat me now.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think
But,
that was
I
his
mean,
fault.
why wouldn't you? I mean, you're the top dog. Fuck it, pad the stats.
I mean, they did the same thing with Roman Reigns, and you know they had to turn him.
I remember that. I remember John Cena was trying so fucking hard to make Roman Reigns likable. He was like, "This is the guy. This is the new guy," and everybody's like, "No."
And he's the guy now, though. He's the motherfucker.
Do they like
now.
him? Do they like him?
He's a heel now.
Yeah, but he's the guy, though, right? He's like
He is the guy, and people actually like him more as in the gimmick he is right now.
Yeah. So there you go.
Yeah. So.
Yeah.
Branding.
The branding, exactly. All right, thanks for having me, guys.
All right, guys.
And do your outro.
All right.
Yeah.
Later.
We will be back next week on Wednesday, 6 p.m. Pacific time to 10 p.m. We'll be playing Assassin's Creed Brotherhood, playing the story mode, just re-experiencing it. We'll actually play it on Friday as well. We'll do it like pretty far deep in, and then next week on Monday we got a brand new game, Stray. It's a PS exclusive. Should be fun. It looks great. You play the entire game as a cat trying to escape in some steampunk, cyberpunk world or some shit like that. It looks fucking amazing. So that's it.
Sounds awesome.
Yeah.
But thanks everybody for coming out and supporting, and we'll see you guys in 2 days.